Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a peaceful night.
I had a peaceful day today, too.
Good.
Even at work. I ignored them all. I
Party.
smiled. I didn't give two flying figs.
That's a good day when you can manage to pull that off at
Yep.
Yep.
Walmart.
I didn't get upset with anybody. I didn't get frazzled. I didn't get fuck all. I'm like, nope, I've got this. Fuck you. Oh, sorry. I was trying to be polite up here, too, damn it.
I noticed today when I was putting a comment somewhere today, I don't remember where, I actually used that word and
Oh,
it printed it out because I had pushed on the microphone and said it, and I was going to go back and I was like, oh, I can leave it there because it didn't spell it out. It put the F and the rest of the letters in stars. It's like, I'm
Chairman
just leaving
Joe,
it
this
there.
is a show about having fun, relaxing, um, shooting the poop.
we are sitting around a
We're
campfire
sitting around a
talking about
campfire just enjoying everyone's company.
feeling the warmth and hoping that your heart and spirit get filled with love here.
That is
That's
correct.
all.
We're all about the love. The
If you're into
love.
campfires,
And I
pull
don't
up
know
your
if that's a
chair.
song or not, but it came out that way.
Hi, Pappy. How are you
Hey,
doing?
Pappy.
Or you could be like me and pull up a stump.
Are you outside, Anna?
No, but that's normally what I do around a fire. I just tip up a couple chunks of wood and sit on one, seeing how they're going to go in the fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Pappy. You said that beautifully. I can't see your face, though, Anna. Your screen's all dark.
I'm in my bedroom.
Oh,
I'm in the
okay.
dark.
Oh.
I don't know. Ooh, now can you see me? That's extremely close.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can see your face
Peekaboo.
now.
Yep. Oh. Well, in our neck of the woods, we were talking about stuff, and last night food became a big thing, as it usually does.
Yep.
And so
Butterfly kisses.
I don't know. Title just came to me. Food for the soul.
Awesome title.
And for different people, that can be different things.
Yep.
And we're okay with that. We're not a bunch of robots here, and everybody doesn't have to be exactly alike.
No, and we have mainly similar opinions, but on occasion we have different points of view, and
Yes.
that's cool too.
And occasional dogs being the peanut gallery.
And we all agree that our worlds are messed up.
Yes. Chairman Joe, where are you from?
That's a good question. Wonder if he's one of your Canadian brothers.
I don't know. I know
And
about poop. Ask the Pope about the innocent. I had a front of him a few weeks back.
uh, Washington, D.C.
How is it there? Is it pretty bare there? I hear everybody's gone. Hello, Robert.
Hey, Robert. Goodness, could we have some questions for you? Chairman Joe.
Hey, Bonnie, I came
Just
up with a little
curious.
song. I don't
Okay,
remember.
go ahead, Anna. Sing your song.
I don't remember all the words, but it was something to the effect of, "It's a world of doggies liking bacon, liking all this bacon treat," while I was handing out bacon strips.
So it's raining there right now.
Well, it's snowing here.
Hey, Robert, Pappy, Chairman Joe.
It's 51 with a crescent
And then
moon.
Bonnie.
Well, I don't know if you call it a crescent moon. Whatever it is.
Really? It looks like a crescent out there by you?
Well, that's what it's saying on my computer. I don't know. I'm not outside right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm fixing to
Well,
go
I'm supposed to
outside.
be by a campfire. I should know that. Okay, it's overcast and cloudy and I can't see it.
Well, isn't tonight when we're supposed to have the lunar eclipse?
Yeah, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear.
Yeah.
I will be sleeping by then because I work. What time do I work tomorrow? What the hell is tomorrow?
Friday.
Friday the 10th. I work at 8:45
Oh, goodness.
till 1:45, so that's pretty good. I get in, get the hell out.
Well, I'll probably be sleeping by then, too.
I hope I am too.
And I forgot to look up the facts about history today. For today's
Facts about
date.
what, Ann?
I usually like to look up the date and see what happened today in history. And I totally forgot today. So I have no information about that to share with you.
Oh, well. Pappy's standing on his head today waiting for Jeff and Heather. He's usually standing on his head waiting for Anna.
So, what does a chairman do?
He oversees a meeting.
Mm.
Come on. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm trying to build a snowman.
Aren't you supposed to be outside?
It's a foam snowman.
I'm trying to put on a fleece jacket with a sweatshirt, and it's not working so well. You hear me grunting and groaning. That's what's going on.
Okay.
That kind of makes me think it would be about the same as wearing Velcro slippers on carpeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Screech, scratch, scritch, scratch.
Ow. I'm gluing myself, not my things.
That's the only way to do it.
I gotta do it the wrong way. I can do it the wrong way. I'm gonna burn me. I'm gonna burn me. That's the way it goes with me and hot glue.
Oops.
We don't get along. I even got finger things to protect myself, and I keep losing them. They fall off and fly off and go wherever the hell they want. Not on me.
I had a piece of stainless steel that was polished really smooth, and I would spray a little bit of silicone spray on it, and then I would take my hot glue gun and create like little critters and stuff out of glue, and then I'd glue those together and make like ornaments and different stuff out of them. People wanted them.
Yep.
It's yeah. We have a little group of ladies here that I don't know what club they're with, and they make ornaments every year and sell them in our courthouse all through till Christmas, from Thanksgiving to Christmas.
Nice.
And they're pretty cute. I mean, and they sell them really cheap. They're like $1 each or something. And so you can go in and get several ornaments. They make blue bonnets, and I've sent the blue bonnets over to my Swedish friends, and they just everything. Wreaths, angels, reindeer.
Used to be fun when I was younger that I had quite a few friends at the time, which I don't have very many now.
Yes, you
But
do.
we well, we were able to get together at each other's houses and stuff, or sometimes at the school or a library, and we could bring our artsy craftsy stuff in and work on stuff together. Even at the church, we were able to go do that kind of stuff, and it used to be kind of fun to get a bunch of us together, and even sometimes getting all the kids together and let them get creative. I kind of miss that kind of stuff.
That's what we need to get back to.
Need a couple more ornaments today.
Cool.
Oh, wait.
Hey, that's pretty.
Let me get to you. You took it away. Okay, now.
It's a little spinny one.
Cool.
I like that.
And I made one like this, which is a bigger spinny one.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, I like that.
And then I'm making my snowman. See, there's the bottom.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I think I have way too many ornaments for my craft club. But, oh well. I don't know which ones I'll make yet. We'll decide.
I don't see you doing anything very small. Oh, and I've got you up there all by yourself. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, you can put me down now. Yeah, I kind of just go with the flow, do what I want. But my little craft, my online craft business, which isn't really a business right yet, is like where you get together and do paint parties, and I wanted to do like incorporate crafting into that too. So this is what we're doing this time. We're not painting a picture, we're making this.
Really
last time we painted that purple one with the moon.
Yes.
Yeah, we did that as a group too. Except I was all by myself that night too. I usually have other people they're chatting with me when I'm doing it, but that night I didn't have anybody. I was all by myself. So there I am, just painting away, yapping 900 miles a minute. And this lady comes up to me at Walmart. Okay, I have no idea who this lady is. It's a blonde lady. I probably do know who she is, but right now with the mask thing, I have no idea who this lady is. She goes, I enjoyed the painting. I did it. It was awesome. Your instructions were fantastic. Okay, thank you. Awesome. I have no idea who that lady is.
Hello, Jeff and Heather.
Hello, Jeff and Heather.
Silly girl. Hello.
Oh, I forgot one.
Okay.
I did the Christmas tree one too.
Oh, that's
Oh, the
pretty.
Christmas tree and stuff.
Okay, there we go.
That's cute.
You keep this up, Dorinda, you're gonna get me back into my crafty ways.
Well,
Hey,
I was
do you
just
still
gonna
have Facebook, Anna?
I actually just started one back up, and the only picture I have on there is Sage.
Okay. On Facebook, go to Crafty Corners of the Mind. That
Okay.
is my paint craft page. Where
Okay.
we get together and do painting and crafting online together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I was just going to say, Anna. You and I need to do our thing while we're on here because here's Dorinda making ornaments and Heather's painting. But you're in the dark.
Actually, now I'm out on the sofa again because little Miss 16-year-old doggy was deciding that she's got to be up on her arm of the chair. What I do is put a pillow there on the end of the sofa so that she can put her little hinder on there and then put her arms up on the arm and be propped up. It's easier for her to breathe because she's old and overweight, gets hot easily, and she's been suffering from congestive heart failure for about 3 years.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yeah, so that position is much more comfortable for her.
Yeah, my little old guy, he just got diagnosed with that this year.
That bedroom's nice.
So he's taking
This is her
pills.
position.
Aw,
It's nice.
Meow.
No cold
is that Sage?
air.
Meow, meow. It's Kitty Meow.
Hey, baby girl.
Hello, Sage.
That one's Millie.
That one's Millie?
Yep, she's a Chiweenie.
Ah. She looks similar to Sage the way you had the angle.
Yeah. I wasn't sure.
Oh, Sage stayed in bed.
It's too cold.
Robert
I'm
gives
not
Jeff
cold
and
to
Heather
do.
a high five with his toes.
With the toes?
Yeah, well, he was standing on his head waiting for us, so.
Yeah.
And he's not even up on
Even with
panel.
his
I know.
Can you believe that?
He's got his feet under your nose.
Leaving us hang.
Oh, wow. I see the moon. It looks like. It is full.
Wow.
Yes, it is full.
What's the cool?
The full
Well,
moon
my
tonight.
computer is showing a crescent moon on it for some reason. And
Because
51
computers
degrees.
don't know everything.
And I forgot
That's my
my
story, and I'm
phone.
sticking to it.
Oh, well.
We've had those little snowballs falling on us today, you know, where it looks like you have styrofoam balls rolling all over on your porch. Looks like somebody broke the beanbag chair.
Yeah.
We had that today too. And then we got more snow. I think it's still snowing out there.
Oh.
Hush your
keep it
mouth.
up there, please.
I know, it just makes you feel all burry all over, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I am sitting here freezing, and it says it's 51.
Holy crap.
Dang,
it was
that's like a
minus
nice
2
spring
this
day.
morning when I went to work. Well, that was Fahrenheit. That was Celsius. Let me check what it is now.
That was about a high for the day. That was nice and warm.
Now you're going to make me turn on the TV so I can see what the temp is.
I have a app on my phone, but I don't know where I put my phone.
We're at 34 right now, and our low is 26.
Ooh.
Our high for tomorrow is 40.
Woohoo!
That's cool.
We're at
Yeah, that's cool. All right, that's cold.
Cool's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to the wrong fucking.
When I have my hat on, I'll be thinking of you.
I just
I hope she's warm.
I showed Tatum a picture of one of those with the ears and the braids, and I said, "Next time you're anywhere, please get me this hat."
Right on. I was coloring a picture and I lost track of time because I was coloring this picture. And, well, you know how I am with that stuff. But I got my phone early tonight, see, because Raina passed out.
Early.
This is the last 3 nights that child has been wanting to go to bed at like
6:30.
between like 6:30 and 8 o'clock. And it's like, no,
No.
you got to stay up.
Can't
You
go
got
to
to stay up
bed.
a little bit, you know, because that's not normal for her. And then
No.
she'll be up at 3 o'clock and won't be able to go back to sleep.
But last
Yeah.
week, she was going to bed at 11 o'clock and getting up at 6:30 in the morning.
So she's feeling all the
Yeah,
too.
in the last 2 weeks, we've noticed the vibrations, the Schumann resonance, the vibrations that have been going on, everything that we've been feeling, you know, different days and times and whatnot. She's going through the same thing. She came out, she had, what did we have last night? We had onion rings and hamburgers for dinner. She had one bite out of her hamburger and said it doesn't taste right. And I ate it. It was just fine.
I
But
was
it's
like
just-
that last week.
Yep. Like her
One
mom and her.
day nothing tasted good, and the next day it was fine, and then the next day it was crappy, and
It's like you didn't want to eat type of deal. But you were hungry, but you weren't really hungry either, were you?
yeah.
Yeah, that's about how we're all been. Yeah, that's well, at least for us. Yes, that's how we've been feeling. I think in the last 2 weeks we have had more whatever nights and been eating vegetables and
Yeah, I mean,
fruits.
I
and
would be
nuts and
completely
berries
happy
and-
just making up some Brussels sprouts for myself for dinner and calling it.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds fantastic for me.
I've never had Brussels sprouts.
Oh, a little
Oh,
bit of
man.
garlic, a little bit of butter, and they are
Just Brussels
shebang.
sprouts.
They are they're earthy and kind of cabbagey, but not really. But they're
It just-
Oh.
mm.
they're
But they can be
beautiful.
a little bit bitter.
Well, yeah, that's
Well, that's why
We're done,
you cook
you
them
know.
with a little bit of garlic and some butter because the garlic actually sweetens them.
Oh.
I don't think
Yep.
I've ever had them with garlic before.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
like them.
Garlic-
I like
I
them.
saw-
Garlic is a secret sweetener.
I saw a recipe the other day on wherever on YouTube, and it was you cook garlic and butter, and you boil your pasta, and when your pasta's al dente, whatever, you throw it in with the garlic butter,
Huh?
and you kind of saute it in there. You add Parmesan cheese, and that's the pasta. To me, that sounds so damn delicious. I'm gonna have to try
yes, you will have to try it because it is very good. You could even sprinkle a little bit of thyme and oregano, just herbs, just sprinkle it over the top of that. Oh my!
Well,
I just fixed it up another notch.
this recipe didn't call for that. It just called for garlic, and they didn't. They said, 3 cloves of garlic, so I'd probably add 6 because I love garlic.
I love garlic too.
If you love garlic, have you ever just had roasted garlic for dinner?
No.
Take 2 or 3 of them and make roasted garlics, like a roasted onion.
And
Oh,
spread it on your
my.
bread.
Oh, and then you can take an onion and do the same thing to roast the onion, but you cut out the middle of the onion, and you put the garlic all down inside the onion, then you roast them.
Oh, that sounds good.
I'll tell you what, it is super fantastic. I haven't had that way in a long time.
I love roasted garlic on a toasted Italian bread or a warm Italian
If I let
loaf.
my wife get away with garlic,
God.
she'd put it in everything.
I would too. Everything but peas. Garlic and peas do not go well
No, they
together
don't.
for me.
No,
Or carrots. Or
but with
corn.
green beans,
But green beans, anything green, garlic
Green
is
beans, Brussels sprouts, broccoli,
beautiful with
cauliflower.
it.
Cauliflower works.
I like to
Okay,
take
we are at 34 and it feels like 25.
it's 24
hi Lisa,
here where I'm at.
24.
Yes.
See, Lisa's the one that got me coloring because I thought about her comment from this afternoon asking me what I was coloring.
Hey
And
Monty,
then I started wanting to color, so I did.
I can't find all my coloring stuff, and
I actually just put a coloring app on my phone for when I can't find my stuff. Look, I have really nice coloring pens, and I have really nice coloring markers, and I have a lot of really nice coloring stuff that my daughter has borrowed and never given back that have disappeared in her room.
Mine has disappeared to other people's houses.
Did she, when she cleaned her room, did she find your markers?
She's not done yet.
Oh,
I used
She's
to
not
have
done.
those watercolor pencils, and I loved them.
Oh, yeah.
I have some of those. I've never used them yet, but I have some.
I really liked them because sometimes I would just sprinkle a little bit of water on the picture, and then those spots would look like they just, were the watercolor part of it, but then there'd be the drawing part too.
Yep. I had a little travel kit with those watercolor pencils in them, and I absolutely loved that thing because it had a really small, like maybe 5x5 inch pad of watercolor paper that was in it. You just open the case, and that you'd have your pencils on one side, a set of the watercolor pencils, and one brush, and then the paper. So I would draw out my stuff, and I could like just spit on the brush and use that for the watercolor, But I could take it with me anywhere. It was great. I loved that.
I know
What
I'm
happened to
skipping
that?
back in conversation a little bit. Oh, go ahead.
How'd I get it?
I
Dick
said,
Blick.
where did it go?
Oh, it's around here somewhere. I think my daughter. Listen, I'm a sucker for my kid.
Yeah.
I'll just say that, and I'll leave it there.
No, going back to the food again. Not always, but I really like to take just boil up noodles, and then my favorite salad dressing is that zesty sun-dried tomatoes,
Oh.
and I'll put that over the noodles, and then maybe throw in some, of my favorite vegetables uncooked. And then I'll put in some black olives, but I like the big ones, so I slice them by hand. Maybe a few green olives. I really like it like that. And I'll put a little bit of my favorite cheese.
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, that's all right.
I
I'll put
just-
a little my favorite cheese, or also a little bit of Parmesan on it when I eat it.
Yeah, I was gonna say another really good thing to do is if you have a favorite salad dressing mix, like a favorite Italian or sun-dried tomato like that, if you make that a marinade and marinate your vegetables in it and then grill them, it is magnifique.
Yes.
Monty, did I say hi to you? Hi, Monty.
Hi, Monty. Hi, Lisa.
Robert's
Hi, everybody. Monty and Lisa.
Robert's getting a bucket of chili. Not a bowl, a bucket.
That's because he knows he's got to bring enough for the whole class.
Ah.
Is there 5 gallons there for everybody? I can really down the chili. I'll bring the cheese.
Oh, I just ate. I can't even think of that. Man, everybody's having some weather. Just,
I told y'all it was coming.
yes, you did.
I forewarned.
Robert's Brussels sprout thing sounds good too. Brussels sprouts cooked in olive oil, green onions, bacon, and sautéed.
Oh yeah. Brussels
That-
sprouts, if you put those in a roast, oh my goodness. So good. Just add them to whatever you're making your roast with already. It's so
Really?
delicious. Oh my goodness, yes. You've never had a roast until you've had one made with Brussels sprouts. It just
that
adds an
broccoli
entirely
bacon
new
salad's really good here.
layer of flavor.
Wow.
If you like green vegetables or you like vegetables from the brassica family, chances are you'll like Brussels sprouts.
I like broccoli. I don't know if that's in the same family or not.
It is. And most people that like broccoli like Brussels sprouts. Not all of them. Brussels sprouts are just a little earthier than broccoli.
My girlfriend got pissed off at me because when you get the broccoli, I chop up even the stems and throw it in the pot and cook them. She's like, you don't
Right.
cook that part. I said, that's
Yes,
the
you
part I
do.
like.
Right? Like, yeah, you do. That's the
And
part
she's
I
like-
get to eat. My husband takes the florets and I get the stems. But
And
there's
she's-
tons of vitamins in them too.
And she's a cook.
Chairman Joe, Brussels sprouts make me dirty my depends. Just saying.
Yes, they are good for cleaning you out. So if your body has a lot of toxins, they will help with that.
Are you
Indubitably.
related to the big man up there?
I like cauliflower with cheese sauce too.
Yep, that's the way I.
And broccoli with cheese sauce.
Yep.
I make mine with cheese whiz. Cheese whiz.
Thank
I
you,
just do
Mom.
butter and garlic in my broccoli and my cauliflower.
Butter.
And it is,
I've never
oh my
had
gosh.
it that way.
it sweetens it. It takes the little bit of bitter out of it, you know, that most people cover with cheese. So it's a way to make it without having to have the cheese in it and stuff. But it's delicious. It really is.
Who ratted
I
you
cook it
out
like
or
that
what?
before I put it in
Chuck.
quiche and everything.
Chuck, you are welcome to vent here anytime. No one,
Get up here, Badger.
no one was
Get
upset
up
with
here,
you
Badger.
venting.
Get up, yeah.
Believe me,
Well,
we would all tell you if we were upset with you.
Yeah, and we were not.
It's
I
probably
don't know
know.
who ratted you out where
It was either
or
someone that
Politics
works
or whatever.
or-
First
Must have
off,
been someone-
nobody else in this entire world has any power over you that you don't give them. So don't give them.
Unless, well, somebody, I guess somebody may have. Oh, he must have been at Travis's and got de-wrenched.
It's a badge of honor, man.
Who wants to
Chairman
hang out
Joe.
with Reiners
Wear
anyway?
it with pride.
If you're the basement man, could you please stop messing up our country? That's all I have to say to you. We are not liking this.
I can't appreciate that he says it makes him dirty his diaper instead of admitting it makes him sharp.
Good for you, Chuck. Stand your ground. I'll be right back.
We're family
Alrighty.
here for you, Trek. You know we love you.
You may have to put the link again. It was up there quite a ways in chat when we came on.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
Oh, are you telling me I'm late? I know I was late.
What?
I told you I was
Yeah.
coloring.
Jeff, it's all
Robert
your
had to-
fault.
Do you see the way perception just turned completely opposite of what I said and meant?
I forgot my second.
Oh, that's just intelligent.
Ah.
I left my cane in the car.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, it'll be there for tomorrow so when I go to work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chuck,
you
I
go.
like you here.
Thinking ahead. We see you, brother.
Only shut down a pipeline, geez.
Yeah, well, it has nothing to do with that, I think. It has to do with other things that he's pulling in the background.
That's
He's
not the
trooping over.
only thing you've done, dear.
Here, let's do it. Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand?
Better be careful. Somebody going to shoot you where you stand. Oh, did I say that out loud?
See?
I'm so sorry. I was just continuing the song.
Well, looks to me it would be where
No, that's how he sings it, I promise.
where he's sitting or where he's shitting.
Trevor, you got a message.
You have mail.
Hey, Joe, that's great. Thanks.
He still has AOL.
The world needs
You never
us
know what the
all.
hell's going to come shooting out of my face. I don't know half the time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the world needs.
What the world
needs now
is
Love,
love,
sweet love. Something that is just too little.
Bring it
love.
on, baby. I'll learn how to shoot my husband's gun. I'll practice first.
Oh man, she just reminded me of a Reba McEntire song.
James
Yeah.
No
That's
threat
another
here,
one for the dogs, hey. What the dogs need now.
but we're not afraid of SS.
Definitely
What's
not.
that? So security? You shouldn't
No, the other one.
Yes, they are,
you're-
Trixie. Yes, they
be.
are.
What is SS? You're gonna have to clue me in, hon.
Secret Service.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
secret agent man. I bet they're all a lot more like Austin Powers than 007. What do you think?
Somebody,
Yeah.
somebody had nothing better to do than to go search and see where Chuck went. I think I would be leery that he has a stalker.
Yeah.
Dun, da, da. Chuck, don't leave. No, don't leave,
You
Chuck.
don't
We
have
love
to
you.
leave, Chuck.
Why would you leave?
Chuck.
Hey, you don't think it was one of us, do you?
Quick, somebody serenade him so he'll stay.
Go
I
ahead,
don't think
Heather.
he
Go
thinks it's one
ahead.
of us. I think
I
it was a
can't sing.
lurker.
I think it's a lurker too.
Yes, you can, as well as I can.
Well, and
Probably better.
Someone who likes to
Nice
run
voice.
their mouth and
Good voice.
just to stir shit up.
people do that.
Yeah.
I know that there's always somebody listening, and that's okay.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that they take something good away from here. And
Well,
Chuck, I hope
Chuck's got
you haven't left
yeah.
yet, because the only song I can think that says "Don't leave" is "Baby, it's cold outside."
baby, don't go, or baby, come back. How does that go?
I'm
Baby,
not
come
sure.
back.
Yeah, that's it.
You were all I need.
I think he's got better sense than to think that somebody here in this channel would have been going
yeah.
back and forth.
I don't even
Like
go
that.
to Travis's channel, so it
I don't
certainly
think
wasn't
most
me.
of us do anymore.
No.
I think most of us avoid that kind of stuff this late.
We
in the
went over
evening.
and we didn't do anything. We lost our wrench. So whatever.
It's
We
all
don't
good.
care.
I really don't mind at all.
I'm sorry,
not
I don't
over
mean to
there.
give you a complex, Joe.
Often enough. We're not over there often enough.
Blame it all on me.
We'll blame it on Hunter, and you can keep telling
Yeah,
us how
Chairman.
smart he is.
There you go. You did it right.
Oh, I think it's the whole plan, but you know,
Now wait a minute here. Pappy's on? I thought he was painting walls.
he was
How you
painting
doing,
walls.
Pappy? Good to see you.
He might have been painting earlier.
He said he was going to paint until I came on. I feel
Oh,
honored.
part.
Oh, I wonder how pretty the walls are.
I don't know. We got to see a picture.
You know he's chuckling right now. Like all I got laid down was the drop cloth, so I didn't get the paint on the floor.
That-
It makes me
Well,
bang.
prep takes a long time, but it's well worth it if you do it right.
yeah.
This is true.
I
Yeah.
could take a whole day and do the prep work, and then paint
2
in
hours
30
of paint.
minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that day of prep work is absolutely needed.
I hate painting. I am such a messy painter.
Well, I don't know how I'm doing
It takes me
I'm a-
4
I'm a
days
messy
to clean
painter
up
too,
the
though.
mess after I'm done.
Oh well, you see, here's what you do. I'm gonna clue you in on how to make less mess.
I
Is
want to have some
wear
fun with this Joe guy.
wear clothes that are rags. That way you
Yeah.
can just paint all over them, and then it can catch all your drips and your mess while you're painting. And then everybody will go, "Oh my, aren't you colorful?" Because they don't want to be mean.
Yeah,
That's
I
good, Pappy.
And you'll
drip
be
the
like,
paint
"Yes, I'm a
everywhere.
painter."
I step in it. I track it all over the house. It's just a nightmare.
Oh man, me, you, and a gallon of paint, we could have so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you were turning on early.
And I don't drink beer, but I would probably drink a beer with you. That's a badge of honor, let me tell you, because I don't like
Awesome.
beer. It tastes disgusting to me. But for people I really,
Well, I
really
drink
like, I will drink
vodka
beer
too,
with them.
so we could do that.
You drink what?
What is it?
Vodka, Bailey's.
Okay.
Only if you promise to keep me in the house.
Okay.
So Joe,
And don't judge me in the morning,
We
because
have to tie
vodka
you
and
to a
me have...
chair. Heather will tie you to a chair, give you a book, and there you go. You'll be happier than pig and poop.
I ain't going to read nothing if I'm drinking.
That
does that Eastern country do the same for you? I would like to know the answer to that.
On what?
I'm having fun with Joe.
I would
Yeah.
say so.
Oh, Joe's funny.
I'm
I
missing
have
some of it.
questions.
You need to
I
come up,
always have
Joe. You
questions.
need to drop the link again, Bonnie, so Joe can come up.
Chairman Joe,
He
were
saw
you
the
by
link.
any chance one of the 2 mysterious people that we had in last night with funky names? Curiosity.
Hmm.
'Cause they're
Well, he's
thinking-
not answering me about the Eastern. What I missed it.
That
You said that your kid was making you bank, and I want to know if that Eastern country is also making you bank.
that
Is anyone going to look for the lunar eclipse tonight?
I'm going to be sleeping.
Yes, Lisa,
at 2
but we have
a.m.
cloud cover.
If I'm awake late enough, I'll try.
I won't be up, and I'll be in La La Land.
Man, your phone needs an ice pack.
It needs that. Anna, it's the battery. Mine is doing the same thing.
Oh, maybe the phone's getting so old it's going through menopause.
They all make me
Maybe you
bank.
could ask it for suggestions on how to help with hot flashes.
Well,
I'm picking. I'm only picking.
Bonnie, you need to drop the link so Joe can come up, and Lisa can come up. Robert can
It
come
won't
up.
make me bank. I'm the big guy. That's right, Joe.
Oh, Joe, just go eat some ice
Droopy
cream. No,
Joe,
I'm just kidding.
Droopy Joe.
Pappy, did you like your picture? Oh, yes, Lisa, I'm coloring.
Yeah.
so tell us about the diary, Joe.
I'll take all those pictures you sent me. I'm going to email them to myself, and then I'll download them into my.
I heard today about that diary.
His handlers won't allow him to go live.
Nice cover story, bud.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm glad you like them, Pappy.
In that diary, she says,
I don't want to know.
okay.
I don't like to have my essence colored with a bunch of dark stuff right before bed. You know?
No problem.
You have to bring that stuff to me in the daytime so I can wash it away before bedtime.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I probably won't remember.
Bonnie,
You'll have
I'm
to remind
sorry.
me tomorrow. I'll be off work in time to see your show on time tomorrow. I didn't get home till 4:30 today, so I watched your show.
Awesome.
Cool.
Although today I wasn't involved as I was last time.
Those are all unique moments.
I felt like my energy was way off today, and then as like Crystal came up, and I still was just kind of off balance, and then Bonnie came up, and I settled down a little bit more, and then Pappy came up, and I was calmer, and then Robert came up, and it was like,
Yeah.
and I
You
finally was where I needed to be.
You could feel that in the show.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. No, you could feel it, but I'm not saying that Crystal has bad energy. I am not saying that.
No, I think it was my energy that was off.
I think she was a little off today too, though. And you guys combined.
I see what you're saying. Interesting. Because I knew I was a little bit off when I started the show, but I was trying to carry forward.
Yeah. No, and you were doing a great job at carrying forward. That's not what I was saying. Your energy level was a bit off today.
Yeah. I felt it.
Yes.
Okay, Joe, what else do I want to ask you?
Be careful what you ask. You might not like your answers.
First
Italian
of all,
ranch.
I think those alphabet agencies all need to be gone. If
Yes,
you could make that happen, please. And
Shit or get off the damn pot.
Just give him your wish list. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
let's see, what else? Oh, when are you going to start arresting the people that are burning down the cities?
Why are there bricks in the blue cities right now?
Yeah, that
Being
too.
dropped off in the
Again,
cities.
exactly. Yeah, again. What's
Well,
going on,
Build Back
Joe?
Poor Joe's probably
Yeah, got
not
Build
coming
Back
back.
Better. That's right.
He's probably not coming back to our channel if you keep picking on him so hard, though.
And when are you going to quit funding those people who are destroying the cities?
They work for the insurance companies.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually JoJo. I just think we're bugging
No.
his ass. But, I think he's
I
just a
love
nice
this.
guy.
I love his answers that he's coming back with. So
I know. He's
Works
just
for
living
me.
the part.
that's right. You gotta have fun with it.
That's
Playing
why
the
I'm
part,
playing
playing the
with
part.
you.
Well, I can answer some of those questions for Joe. I'm not a spokesperson, and I damn sure ain't Circle Back Girl, but
It's
pretty
okay
sure they're
if you
trying to
want
come after number 2, and they've already been after number 5 for a very long time. And number 1, they would love to see tucked away in a box somewhere.
There's always a change after number 2.
He
It's
said
okay. I won't remember any of this tomorrow. Just ask your daughter to write it in the diary. You'll know.
she's gone.
What?
Does he still have a daughter alive?
I think his daughter died at a very young age with the mother.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but they're saying
That's not
Supposedly.
his daughter that they're talking about.
they're saying that someone else is his daughter, that she
It's-
didn't die, so who knows?
It's his oldest son's daughter, correct? His Hunter's niece? Or is it Hunter's daughter?
It's Hunter's daughter. It's his
What?
granddaughter.
The whole thing is just creepy.
Yeah.
You tell him,
Reverend Joe,
Bo.
who farted? I think that was me. I mean, I don't know. Oh,
I mean, what are we talking about, man?
oh, that's funny. So, Pappy,
How do you?
how's the painting going?
I'm sorry, I missed the question. Bo was asking for more
door
Bo.
back up because that didn't do good.
I
You want the violence, huh?
just asked how the painting was going.
It's going on. I guess starting Saturday.
Oh, okay.
My wife says, well, you don't have to do it tonight. We can do it on the weekend. Well, I don't know what the difference is because we have the same sleep pattern on the weekend as we do on the weekdays. We're both retired. But I will tell you a little interesting tidbit. I did go in and actually do something on the walls. Now that bedroom, I've never painted it uh, since I bought the house in 1999 because it had good quality paint on it and everything like that. Plus, the house that when I bought it, it was owned by a second generation Portuguese family. And
Okay.
this old house here, built in 1930, has these 10-foot ceilings in it. So they thought it was great to go get that ceiling border wallpaper that you can put around at the
Yeah.
top of your ceiling to make it look like the ceilings are not quite as tall and stuff,
Yeah.
which isn't so bad. Except in the bedroom, what they chose in the bedroom has scalloped edges. So it's not a straight line, So trying to get that stuff off is a pain in the rear end in the first place. Because it's real messy to have to remove old wallpaper. And then you combine that with lath and plaster underneath. And I don't know if the plaster was ever painted, which means that it might have adhered to the plaster. So
Oh.
the problem is going to be, am I going to be artistic like Heather and try to keep in the lines when I paint, or am I just going to paint right over top of it and call it done?
Paint over top of it and call it done.
Well, that's kind of the way that we're leaning, because the paint that we have is such a dark color. Of course, you're going to see the edge where where the border stops anyway. I'm not concerned about it because most of the time I'm in there, that bedroom, the lights are off and you're sleeping anyways. And I told Nancy, I said, at our age, it's going to be the next person's problem, whoever owns the house after us. But years
Well,
ago, and I say years ago, I'm talking about maybe 2002 maybe or whatever. I decided I was going to repaint that bedroom, but I had to patch all the little holes in the wall first. And if you ever had lath and plaster, anytime you put a nail in it or whatever, you get a big hole in it. It isn't like sheetrock. So I had to patch all those holes. So I put the patching stuff on there, and and I left it there. and it's been there since 2003. So what I have to do now is take the wet, the wet scouring pad there, the Scotch-Brite, and just go over that lightly. And I tried it in a couple of spots tonight, and it came right off. So, and it left the holes filled too. So I said, "Oh, good." So that the prep won't be quite as bad, but it's got the original woodwork in there for all the door frames and everything like that, and got the original varnish on those. I'm not going to paint those.
Oh no, leave those.
Well,
So,
the thing is
Pappy-
that you can paint over it, but you have to put a special sealer over top of varnish. Otherwise, you're going to get that tortoiseshell effect, when you
Yeah.
paint. So
I love tortoise shells.
yeah, it
So-
gives it that aged look,
You remember I said something about the prep work earlier?
Yeah.
If you were to run a pretty nice wide piece of like masking tape or painter's tape around the edge of that border, you wouldn't have to worry about painting over it at all. You could just leave it.
You missed what I said. This is a dimensional border. It's got a scallop lower edge. It's
Yep.
not an
Never mind.
even. You know, so I'd have to paint up to the edge, and it's multicolored too. It's like it's got these flowers and stuff all over it, you know, and it's got all the different
Ugh.
colors in it and everything, and you know, so that
Yeah,
the edge,
just cover it.
yeah, it doesn't have the exact same color all along the edge either.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So I said one big word: poop.
Did they put it up straight?
What's that?
Did they put it up straight at least?
Oh, well, I mean, the upper part of it where it goes against the ceiling is straight, you know, so yeah, it's
Oh,
on there
because the
straight.
Portuguese that had my house, nothing is straight. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Well, the ones in the other room, they're only, it looks like it's maybe a 5-inch border. That one in the bedroom, it looks like it's about an 8-inch border because of the scalloped edges. I mean, it's pretty, you know, but it's pretty hard to work with, you know.
Will it go with your
It is what
red?
it is.
Your burgundy?
I'm sorry?
Will it go with the burgundy that you're putting in there?
Oh, yeah. The colors are in it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you might be
Well,
able
when
to
I
paint
chose the
around
color
it
in,
then.
yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably worth it to do that. You know, it takes a little more time, you know, because that has to be done with a fine brush. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like Heather and Jeff. You know, that when you get ready to paint, you put on old clothes and roll yourself in the paint and just roll on the walls, and then you call it done. You know.
Yep.
And then throw the
That's
clothes away
me.
afterwards. Throw the
I
clothes
got paint
away
in my
after.
hair, paint in my pants, paints on my shoes. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, my last job before I retired, I worked 17 years in property maintenance, and even though I was the grounds director of the 7 properties, whenever it rained or whenever it got cold or they had a heat thing this or an ozone this or whatever, because it was a school, I wasn't allowed to work outside, except in snow emergencies. Then I was expected to be out of freaking blizzard. So what did they have me do? Painting. If you know,
Oh my
I swear to
goodness.
God, you know, it was paint that was holding these things together, and I hate painting. I'm good at it, but I hate it.
Yeah, I've been supposed to paint my house for the last 3 years in a row. I haven't painted a fucking thing. Yeah, no. My husband used to do all the painting. Then he hurt his arm. So he can't paint now. So it became my job. I hate painting.
Well, you know, it's interesting. You know, I've been watching the chat, of course. You know, sitting back and listening to everybody talk and listening to the banter going back and forth and the various different subjects, which usually occurs on both Bonnie's channel and Jeff and Heather's channel, even though they might try to structure it initially. Once we all get together, who the heck knows where it's going to go?
That's right.
But you know, Robert and I we work the same way when we get together in these groups. Our mind is constantly working, and all of a sudden the book will call us, the deck of cards will call us. You'll never in your life imagine the one that I pulled tonight for the group, Bonnie.
Oops.
The badger.
No, not the badger. No, it's not an animal. That's Robert's specialty over there. I let Robert do the animals. I pulled Heyoka.
Ooh.
Anyone
Is that
know
it?
what
No.
Heyoka is?
No.
Isn't that you named your dog kind of that?
No.
Kaoki?
Heyoka is the Native American sacred clown.
No.
Oh my!
So let's see if is Heyoka trying to tell us something tonight.
Okay. He probably is.
No, I got to let you know that I'm part Heyoka, and that's because I've been struck by lightning. But anyways, that's another story.
I always knew you were the class clown. See, that's why we get along.
Well, laughter is the best medicine.
Aho, heyoka.
Sorry, I'm laughing
sorry.
at Chairman Joe's response.
Happy Gussie.
We're in a good crowd right here.
That's gotta get out there. That's gotta get out there.
Oh gosh. Oh, I'll have to
But I
go
have
check
to
that out, Anna. Thank you.
have to send it to MSN.
Yep. I'm gonna have to frame that
Okay.
one.
So let's see what Heyoka is teaching us tonight. Heyoka is already present, by the way. I think some of you have gotten into the cactus juice, the peyote cactus juice.
Nope, just beer.
It says, Aho, Heyoka, make me laugh so I'll be human again. Allow me to see my crooked path and the trickster as my friend. Aho, Heyoka, how contrary you can be, yet you make me learn. Aho, Heyoka, the joke's on me, but next time it's your turn. And the key words for Heyoka are humor and opposites. The Heyoka is a contrary clown who holds total wisdom and teaches the people through laughter and opposites. This sacred trickster is one who makes you wonder if what they are saying or doing is actually correct, thereby making you think and figure it out for yourself. When people are made to think on their own, the wobbly beliefs that have been a rubber crutch for them in the past are tested. If the rubber crutch gives way and they end up on the ground on their rump, a lesson was learned. If they stop and think, test out a teaching for themselves, and it stands in good stead, the wobbly belief becomes a knowing system for their lives. This divine trickster is called Heyoka by the Plains tribes and Koshari by the Hopi and the Pueblo Indians. Many tribes have trickster teachers who dress in costumes for ceremony and wear regular clothing in daily life. Their jokes do not stop just because it is not a feast day. All Heyoka operate through opposites. The Heyoka's purported wisdom imparted to a seeker could be the exact opposite of the answers a person would find for themselves. The laughter surrounding the results could be a lesson for the entire community. The Heyoka is known for creating lessons at the expense of another's seriousness. Laughter is the ultimate lesson that breaks the bonds that destroy balance in people. If the Heyoka is successful, all is taken in good fun, and the bonds of old habits that are no longer helpful are broken. The medicine ally of the Heyoka is coyote. The Heyoka is a master at coyote medicine and can use the joking part of coyote's nature to trick others into enlightenment states of understanding. Occasionally, the coyote medicine will backfire and zap the Heyoka in a blind spot. If this happens, the true Heyoka will take it in stride and laugh at the backfire, learning from the lesson along with the others. You stop and think about the cartoon, The Coyote and the Roadrunner. You kind of get the idea. Native peoples understand the value of being good sports. In earlier times, it was not considered losing face to have this Heyoka play a trick on someone. In fact, it was an honor to be singled out for a trick that contained a valuable spiritual lesson. Each tribal member was a valuable part of the whole, and many times the joke had consequences for more than one person. Everyone seeing the actual prank or talking of it later could relate those events to personal situations and grow from the lesson. All are forced to reflect on how they would react if they were the person the joke was played on. The Heyoka is able to master the art of balancing the sacredness with irreverence. The true art of knowing how and when to use Heyoka tactics come through the ability to laugh at oneself while being compassionate in using the trickster elements of teaching in a way that is not cruel or self-imposing. An experienced Heyoka will know how sensitive a student is and would never use a trick on that student to create more pain. In this situation, the Heyoka would make a joke and become the laughing stock of the situation so that the student could reflect on it rather than another's experience. This art of self-sabotage is planned and in no way makes the balanced Heyoka feel lesser or abused. In other words, this is the type of humor that is directed at self, but with a lesson for somebody else. This art of self-sabotage is planned, and the joy of the wise elder within the Heyoka knows well that the results have created growth in another. The lesson is complete, and even the self-sabotage was staged and yet served its purpose. The sacred medicine path of the Heyoka can involve diminishing fear through laughter. Many people are frightened by the mystery of the void, and this is what's happening today. This void is coming up on a lot of people, and they don't understand it, and they're getting uncomfortable with it, and they fear it. Okay, really, we shouldn't, because we're fearing the unknown. They have to be tricked out of their fear so that they can see that their self-created boogeyman was the only obstacle to divine connection. The Heyoka excels in situations where stubbornness stops growth. If a Heyoka knows that someone is stubborn and has to do it his way, the trickster will tell him to do the exact opposite. Many days later, we might find a Heyoka alone in the lodge, giggling at the wondrous medicine story moving through the camp. The stubborn person had done exactly what Heyoka had said not to do and had a mystical experience that was life-changing. Only the Heyoka knew that due to stubborn's refusal to be guided, the trick had worked and the spiritual growth ensured. See, sometimes the Heyoka would know in wisdom what to tell the person, but they would say to that person, well, make sure you don't do this, and that person being stubborn will go ahead and do it because he said not to do it. So you get tricked into it. It's like psychological warfare, isn't it?
Been there, done that.
Since
Yeah.
the magical coyote is the divine trickster's ally, all of the antics of coyote are suspect. When a hunter tracks a coyote, the trail will double back on itself many times and can fool even the most experienced tracker to the point of total frustration. Anyone trying to guess a Heyoka's next move can likewise become befuddled. Coyote teaches two-leggeds to find joy in their own foolishness. When the Heyoka calls upon Coyote to assist him in keeping prying eyes off his trail, Coyote will assist in a multitude of ways. Okay, so and it goes on talking about, here's a story about Coyote. And it says, I learned my first Coyote lesson in Mexico when Joaquin, my medicine teacher, wanted me to see how ridiculous my seriousness had become, because they're very serious about learning the medicine. We spent one whole day gathering dried cow shit, rabbit pellets, coyote, dog, and owl poop, and carefully placing each in an old tin bucket. The next day, we spent mixing all of it together, crushing each part into powder and slowly adding water to make a paste. After this was completed, I was told to mark a circle in the earth with a string and a stick, making sure that the circle was perfectly round. Then Joaquin told me to fill the tiny grooves in the soil with all the paste I had made from all of the poop. I was very careful to make a perfect circle and not let any of the circle be crooked. Joaquin praised my work and how careful I had been during the 2-day process. He then told me to enter the circle and sit in the center until I understood the value of the lesson. I sat there for at least 3 hours, thinking that maybe this was a way to contact the power animals. After all, I was sitting in the ship of coyote and owl and dog and rabbit and cow. Finally, Coyote came into my consciousness, took one look at me, and rolled on the ground in a side splitting laughter. Coyote was laughing so hard he could not speak. I was fascinated while still sitting in my circle of poop, serious as ever. In between his guffaws, Coyote spit out the words that taught me my lesson. He says, "For the past 3 days, you've been examining other people's shit. Now you're surrounding yourself with it, and you are so serious you can't see how ridiculous you look." So I started to laugh at myself as I imagined how Joaquin must be rolling in hysterics at the joke he had played on me. I wondered how he could have kept a straight face for 2 days, and it finally came to me that I had spent the previous days worrying about the problems of others. All the while, uh, all of these worries had left me, in effect, sitting in a circle of other people's mental garbage. The lesson hit me hard, and I laughed until I was aching with no breath and tears ran down my face. It had taken me many years to master the lesson, and I still get sucked in the drama of others at times. Joaquin was an excellent teacher, and even now he will come to me in spirit and break my seriousness with more of his Heyoka antics. The primary lesson of Heyoka's trick is to trick us into revelations rather than giving us all the answers. Heyoka is needed when we refuse to allow ourselves alternatives. The view will always expand if we use the divine medicine of laughter and joy. Nothing is beyond repair. We may need to use comedy to crack a smile so we can reclaim our sacred space. Heyoka medicine can be called upon through Coyote. Remember that the divine trickster is a perfect integration of all things wise and foolish, sacred and irreverent. When we ask for these lessons, we need to be prepared for adventure. We need to be willing to laugh and to have others laugh with us. Be careful what you ask for because you know not which way it's coming to you. Sometimes Creator likes to laugh at us too. We will have achieved the ultimate union of opposites when we learn to celebrate more than we mourn. The time has come to laugh, reclaim our divine right to find pleasure in the sacredness of being human with all of its little faults and stuff. Now, how do you apply it? If the trickster has appeared on your horizon, you are in for a barrel of laughs. You may be doing exactly the opposite of what you need to be doing and are about to get busted for it. Stop leaking your creative energy on other people's problems or high drama. Stop being so serious and crack a smile, or Coyote will dog you in your dreams. Remember that some days you are the fire plug and some days you are the dog. That goes for everyone, so don't let getting pooped on get you down. Learning through laughter or opposites can be fun. The keynote to the Heyoka card is to lighten up and start balancing the sacredness with the irreverence. If you are just being stubborn, it may be time to create a contrary lesson that will force you to crack up, crack a smile, or trick you into going into the crack in the universe to find out what's really important. And Heyoka is exactly what mankind needs now so that they can stop messing in all the poop that's been thrown around out there that's not ours. You know,
Yeah.
Creator has got to be these people, they complain about getting pooped on, and they're walking right in there and throwing more poop. There's a regular shit fight down there. What the hell is going on? So, if you look at things through the eyes of Heyoka and the opposites, and you look at the contrary, and you look at yourself with the fact that you're human, everybody else is human, okay, and to change a foul mood, all it takes is to do something stupid and recognize that you've done something stupid and laugh at yourself, and the mood is gone.
Yes.
And how can you tell the difference between someone that says that they're your friend and someone that's your true friend? You're walking together with somebody says, "Hey, I'm your friend," okay, and you trip and fall. Oh my God, are you okay? Oh my God, are you okay? Your friend will be concerned about you. You're walking along, you trip and fall, and your true friend, "Hey, dumbass, when the hell did you learn to walk?" That's your true friend. You know they're there to help you and have concern, okay? But they're like that little parenting technique that many of us use with our children when they got a boo-boo. We always try to, we're going to kiss it, make it better, and okay, and distract them and everything. They forgot about their boo-boo. Okay, so we're all part Heyoka.
I always told them to walk it off. I didn't do the kiss the boo boo thing. I did walk it off. I was not
system check.
My thought when I had boys, my thought was, I am not going to kiss their bobos in case they hurt themselves in a place that I am not willing to kiss.
I tried to make it a lesson. See, if you do this, this is what happens. So maybe they wouldn't do it again.
Well, Heyoka applies well to you, Bonnie.
Oh no.
Because, well, to many of us in our own ways, because, not all of us are as serious-minded. Bonnie has such a wonderful, gentle, light spirit and everything, but it's hidden behind such a wall of seriousness. And Dorinda is the opposite of that. So the two of you are direct opposites, as far as your outward demeanor.
Yes.
Dorinda's full of piss and vinegar and everything, and inside she is just a gentle soul that really just wants to give everybody love. But she's going to give you a ration of shit before she hugs you. So
that's about right.
Yeah. And we're all like that. We're all Heyoka in some form.
And I think it was in BC somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where the bridge that washed out, but I think it's in BC.
Yeah, B-Dog, wherever B-Dog is. Seems like it was there. I know they had a
British Columbia, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's up in BC.
Yeah. Sure, Joe just said Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were having serious problems in northern Washington too, with that weather system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy, that's the second time today that I've heard you say the word adventure.
We're all in this glorious adventure.
Yeah.
And you see people and you just want to slap them silly, but you can't do that.
Well,
don't you?
Well, you
don't
can.
You think
You
we
just
should
gotta
make
face
like
the
an adventure?
Yeah.
Pardon,
I'm sorry,
Pappy?
I didn't hear you.
Pardon, Pappy?
Bonnie, are you enjoying the adventure lately of your life? That big, tall roller coaster ride where you slowly get into the very top. And there's that momentary lapse before you know you're going to be heading down and you're worried about peeing your pants. And then you're in it. And you're
I
in it
hate
for the
Just
ride
in
until you
it.
get to the bottom.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. It, yes, and no.
That
Well, I'm glad we're along with on the adventure with you.
I'm glad y'all are too. Y'all keep me
When you
sane.
trip and fall, I'm going to ask you, you dumbass. You got cactus needles in your butt now? What did I tell you about wearing Crocs out there? No, I'd be the one. I'd be getting cactus thorns right up underneath my doggone toenails with my Crocs.
Do y'all know, real quick, a serious question, how to stabilize bleach, how to neutralize it, how to
Neutralize bleach.
It depends. What are you trying to neutralize it in? What's your purpose?
like if my bathroom's been cleaned in bleach and now it's burning my nose and lungs and
Do you have any ventilation in there or a fan going, an exhaust?
exhaust fan.
Okay, and rinse your surfaces that it was cleaned with very, very well. Rinse and re-rinse. A little bit of baking soda might help absorb it, but usually bleach has to evaporate. As far as I know. Maybe Pappy knows.
what did I miss?
I was wondering if vinegar water would do it. I don't know.
I don't know what kind of a chemical reaction you'd get there.
I don't
You have
either.
to be careful with mixing anything with chlorine. Certain chemicals, when mixed with chlorine, creates phosgene gas. Phosgene gas is what they used in the trenches of World War One. Okay, so
You know,
it's not
mustard gas.
a good thing. Don't use anything that's ammonia or acidic, to neutralize. Something like chlorine.
It's very acidic.
Best thing is just plain water.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, I think that was right. Just water, just keep rinsing.
Yeah, dilute it. Yeah, it'll dilute it down. But ventilation is key.
Well, for one, the spray bottles is already diluted.
Yeah, we've been ventilating it all day, but
Well, you'll want to keep rinsing it. Sodium bicarbonate should be safe to use with it
You only
because
need a little bit of bleach when you clean.
I mean, those two chemicals are used together in pools and other things quite frequently. So there's not a chemical reaction between bleach and baking soda, but I would not use any vinegar or vinegar-ish products.
okay.
Now you remember, baking soda has the ability to absorb stuff from the air. So it'll also absorb on contact. If what did you clean with the chlorine?
The toilet and the shower.
With the hard surfaces?
Yes.
Okay, well, I would say that you could probably go over that with a dilute baking soda solution. Just kind of spray it on there, let it set for a little bit, wipe it down. That would probably remove a lot of it.
Okay.
But air ventilation is the important thing for that, so it dissipates. You got to remember, surfaces, even hard surfaces will have cracks and crevices and stuff like that. Unless it's extruded as one piece, and it's those areas there that will hide it, and it will release the chlorine fumes. Because what happens is that chlorine gets oxidized when it comes in contact with oxygen, and it turns into a gas that goes into the air. Okay, so if it's slowly released over a period of time, it'll gradually continue to release that.
I think she went overboard with the bleach this time.
Hello, Joseph.
You must have used a strong solution, huh?
But my granddaughter did it, and I don't know how she's breathing because she has asthma. But
Yeah.
Yeah, she went overboard with it. I think she was using Lysol with bleach and just regular bleach.
I'm not sneezing because some of these blankets have cat hair all over them, and I just took
Okay.
the pillowcase
Your
stuff.
granddaughter needs to be taught a chemical or not.
Well, different people have different tolerance levels. You know, Bonnie, you're sensitive to a lot of stuff.
I know.
There's a bed set in it.
It'll be all right. It'll dissipate.
And if you're always unsure, just Google it. How much, if you're cleaning something, just how much bleach to how much water.
Yeah, well,
It's like 1 and 4 parts, 3 parts.
I mean, I know that, but she just wanted it good and clean.
She was being helpful.
Yes, she was.
He was being very helpful, and I'm very appreciative.
Hey, Yoka teaching a lesson?
My son one time went for a poop in the toilet, which is normal, right? But he decided to dump a bottle of mouthwash down the toilet because it stunk so bad.
No.
And for the next week, my bathroom smelled beautiful.
Hey, there's some Listerine in there.
Minty.
I don't know, bleach and Listerine would smell too good together.
Yeah. Well, Listerine and poop seem to be okay.
I smell it though when I go in there.
Hello, Shep.
It's
Sorry, I missed you.
chemical.
Hi, Joseph. What's that?
Hello, Chris American Patriot.
Has Chris American Patriot been here?
Not under that name. I don't think.
Oh, nice, Joseph. I love that.
Yeah. Supreme Court in the U.S. is cool.
We go from one extreme to the other here tonight.
I like what Joseph had to say.
Supreme Court in the U.S. is real good.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just relaxing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Half the China. It's not a that.
Okay, gotta let the dogs out. Be right back. Someone's doing a poopy dance.
Okay.
Happy. Oh, I gotta send this to Bonnie. I colored us a picture, Bonnie.
Hello.
I'm sending it to you.
Okay.
Yes, Joseph, the link posted. Sort of. Yes. I can see the link.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll work in Canada.
Well, there's case doctrine now that you could use in Canada, although didn't they already have case documents in Canada about them not being able to verify it was what it was claimed to be?
Yeah.
Is there
Well,
more
thank
coffee?
you, Chris. I appreciate that.
Yes.
You want some before I grab a cup?
We love our Patriot family also.
No, I'm good. You go ahead on.
Oh, right on, Chris.
Negative.
All right. Awesome. It just sent.
What sent?
Well, we just kind of sit around.
A picture
and
that I just colored for all of us.
shoot the breeze, Chris.
Where did you?
You're
Oh,
welcome
did you
to
put it in
stick
private
around.
chat or where did you put it?
I sent it to Bonnie.
I'm gonna share it.
Okay.
Calm down.
One post and got blocked. Do what?
Dorinda said, we live in the day and age of I should snap my fingers, and there it is.
See, I
Boom! 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 Yes.
Oh my gosh, you know how much fun it would be someday?
That
I want to be
happened.
able to hang out in your craft room with you and just do arts and crafts stuff with you.
Well, you know
That'd
we
be
love
so
you
much
here,
fun.
Joe. Even if you do wear the pens.
We need
I'll tell you what.
the next craft we're doing, as you can see, is the foam craft stuff.
You know, ever since I met my husband, my favorite whiskey has been Canadian.
All I drink is Crown.
I mean, in case you know, were thinking of that or anything.
See, I learned growing up that Southern Comfort Sweet gives you a massive headache. Wild Turkey makes you sick to your stomach, major headache. Jack Daniels, asshole, headache, asshole.
I wasn't a total asshole on Jack
I
Daniels.
don't get a headache from Jack Daniels.
This is for me. This
Me
is
either.
just for me. This is all the ones I get. I'm just that way with. Comes to Crown Royal.
Yeah, but I just
But-
drink Jack Daniels straight up, so it's just.
That's
Well,
my
yeah,
girl.
no, that's all the way I do to whiskey. So, as soon as I got to Crown Royal, it's the only thing that went down smooth.
Good night, Chairman Joe.
I was a pleasant
Or
person to be
Shane,
around,
whichever one you pretend to be.
and I don't wake up with hangovers.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just something with Crown Royal. So it's worth the money I
Not
spent.
good. We are not. We allow anyone here as long as they do not create
Chaos.
Too much breaking the good vibe that we have going on here.
Vibe. We got
Yeah,
the
Joe, you can stick
vibe.
around. You don't have to go to bed yet.
You don't have to go to bed yet, Chairman Joe.
As long as
Just
you're
sugar
in
basement.
oh,
Just
you're
make sure
okay.
your handler's not around.
Besides,
A-
you're not
Anna
a
said
chairman,
she- Anna
Joe.
said she
You
thought
were
it
running
was
for
Shane,
governor,
so-
don't you remember? Sorry.
Senate.
Yeah. Depends on which speech you're referencing.
He
And yeah,
can't
Joseph,
remember.
it did post.
Oh yeah.
He's Joseph's down there. Joseph's down there just strutting it like, yeah, look at me in blue. Don't I look good?
Pretty pink paint.
Oh.
Wow.
Next time
Again.
go for
Sorry.
time go for Mexican margaritas.
Yeah, see, I can't do rum. I can't do rum either.
I can do
Oh,
rum. I can
My
do rum.
brother
I can do
loves rum.
vodka. I can do Jack Daniels. I can't really do rye.
Now vodka, I forget what I'm doing.
Vodka makes me lose my clothes. I don't drink vodka much anymore.
No, that's gin. Gin's
No,
supposed to make you
I
lose
can
your
I
clothes.
can keep clothes with gin.
Now gin, I haven't yet to have.
Vodka is just so easy to drink so much of it. So I just don't do it anymore because it's dangerous.
Seems like that's so
My girlfriend drinks vodka straight up. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
You
I
want
don't
something?
want to do that.
You want something sneaky? Try Sambuca.
No, I've done that. I didn't like. No. I stay away from things that make me
sneaky,
lose
alright.
things, like my common sense, goodwill toward men. I stay away from anything that makes me lose my clothes, my common sense, or my goodwill towards men.
Yeah. Dignity's out the
I
window.
love it. That's so beautiful.
Oh, I love you guys.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It just reminds me of that that artwork back in the psychedelic years. You know,
The
you see it all
70s.
showing up on the album cover.
Right?
Family.
Of the age of Aquarius.
Yes.
Age of Aquarius.
You can see it painted on the side of our bus.
Oh,
Yeah.
with some big flowers.
And some animals.
And the
Glad the
Partridge Family
animals.
playing on the 8-track.
That's right. Patchwork
You know-
bus.
I don't even know any of their music. Isn't that
Huh?
something? Well, I married into that family.
Flower shop.
Yeah, no doubt. Married into
That
the
was
family.
That was one of the Partridge Family songs.
Which one was it?
Funny enough, that is my last name, and we don't know a single one of them songs.
The Partridge Family. Oh,
Sing it
she's
again,
ready to
Pappy.
sing. I'm sorry?
Sing it again.
Is who there?
The Partridge Family song you were singing.
Oh, let me see if I can get the link for it. No, I'll post it.
He's all, I don't want to sing.
Why are we loading?
I think
I
I
don't
should
know.
just leave that up there, right?
I
Eh?
have no idea. Eh? Sure.
Sure.
We are family. I got all my brothers with me.
I thought it was
We are
sisters.
family. I got all my sisters with me. That's what song was playing in my head when I was coloring it. I have a quite vivid imagination. Oh, you guys know that already.
Yes, we do.
So this one time in band camp, no, I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
Anybody seen that movie? You can keep the flute.
I can't
Yeah, I don't
remember.
think replacing Reed was going to help that.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't a dry read.
I don't know if what Pappy
was
read was a good thing or a bad thing because I've always been a prankster and I love to prank people and
You have a good night, Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Have a good one. Come on back some other day.
We'll be here tomorrow.
thanks for coming by, Chris. Have a good night.
Heather, our neck of the woods is a good channel too. Chris American Patriot. It's on during the day around 2:00 Central Eastern time.
Yeah,
I don't know
Robert,
where
if
you
got the
are.
link, want to drop
Yeah,
that?
we're an entirely different pack of seasoning mix.
For real. We're the weird jumping beans.
Robert, why aren't you up here? Go
Yeah,
up in
Robert,
chat
why
and
aren't
get
you
the
up
link.
here?
Get up here.
Stands on her head waiting for her big brother.
And then doesn't come up and see his little sister.
I know, right?
Get up here.
Hey. Oh. Well, our neck
Glad
of
to
the
have
woods,
you,
if you can
Chris.
find us 2:00 in the afternoon if you're not busy.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Yep.
The link was just dropped.
All right.
Oh,
Thank
right
you,
on.
Robert.
That's why he didn't come up here, see?
He's
He's the responsible one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, right now, he is laughing, busting aside.
Hey, I'm working down here. Laughing my ass off.
But you need to be working up here.
See, our campfire has many travelers.
Yes.
Oh, everybody loves a campfire, even just to warm up their butt for a minute.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, I'm working down here.
On my way. Lock them chickens up.
Oh yeah, don't forget to lock up the chickens, Robert.
We got.
I told Coraline I'd remind him.
Yeah, we got to get in practice. Keep him on his toes.
You might have to drop the link to him, Bonnie. Oh, there he is. Hello, Robert.
Hello. The big. Looks like Bonnie's computer in the background.
Looks like what?
On the side of the picture, you can see like computer stuff.
Really?
Here.
I
I
can't
think
see
Pappy's
pictures.
jamming.
The
Hey,
Partridge
Nancy
song.
girl.
Is that the Partridge song?
Hi, North Carolina girl. Okay, I'll put us normal.
Is that I Think I Love You, So What Am I So Afraid Of? Is that
Yeah.
song?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the Partridge
That's
Family.
Oh, I know that one. Hey, I know one.
Well, they had like 26 songs out.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you know them all, Heather. You just
I'm
don't
sure
know
you
it.
do.
Yep.
I know I'm terrible with names of the bands that sing the songs that I really love.
Same here.
Terrible with-
There's so doggone many names and so many band names. Wow. I lost track of
Cool.
it.
Hey, I'm
Hello,
gonna
North
put something in
Carolina
private chat, but I don't want you to read it out loud, but I want you all to get a giggle out of it.
Okay.
All right, so you guys all know what my last name is, right?
Yeah.
This was my favorite joke for a long time.
Still is. You get a kick out of it, honestly.
Are you in a pear tree?
And I don't. Aw, it didn't do it. It's still loading.
That's why she always
Hey.
says it. Now I
We're gonna have to refresh.
now it
Give me a second.
now it makes sense.
A partridge in a pair of trees.
Yeah. They're in the bushes. We went exploring today together. In a sense, they
I may
came
have
to
to
my house and
refresh
I went to
too.
their house. Didn't even leave my chair. I had them over here, and they had me over at their place. That's pretty funny.
So what were you working on, Robert?
When?
Earlier you said you were working down here. So what were you doing?
Oh, I was just
Links.
dropping links and keeping an eye on JoJo.
Now who'd we lose?
Hannah said she thought it was Shane, so I don't know.
It was definitely energy that we've known before.
There
Yep.
you go. Elements in private.
Hey, North Carolina girl, did you guys get my? Oh, we lost Pappy now.
I know.
He said he had to refresh.
Oh,
We did too. It was hung up on our end. Did you get my private chat?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Okay,
a
I
cool
wasn't
last
sure.
name.
Isn't
That's
that
a
funny?
cool last name.
Hendrix. Yeah, the two are together. That's funny.
Go that. Yeah, you go from that to Partridge.
Yeah.
That's unique for her. That doesn't happen very often. You go from one
Oh.
popular last name to another popular last name.
I tell you, you catch me in the right mood, and I pop that joke off, and I say, "You think that's funny? Here was my maiden name," and everybody guffaws.
And it's usually around Christmas time when people find out, like Partridge. Oh, wow, ha, ha, Partridge in a pear tree, ha, ha, ha. Oh, do you know Danny?
Right.
I have a brother named Dan.
No, don't know Danny. Then that's when Heather comes in with her. You think that's funny?
Pulled a strange card tonight.
What?
It's like a double confirmation thingy. I pulled the snake card, right?
Ooh.
So then I get the book, and then I open the book, and that's where the bookmark was, right on snake.
Oh.
I didn't even have to look it up. I just opened the book, and there it is. I haven't read snake in a while.
Supposed to read that one, eh?
I guess.
You know how every night around Bonnie's campfire in Texas, we always talk Canadian?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hey?
I'm sorry. Hey?
Not me, eh? I caught Katie saying that the other day. She said, "Hey." All right. Snake card. Snake, come crawling. There's fire in your eyes. Bite me, excite me. I'll learn to realize. The poison transmuted brings eternal flame. Open me to heaven to heal me again. Snake medicine people are very rare. Their initiation involves experiencing and living through the multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poison, be they mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. The power of snake medicine is the power of creation, for it embodies sexuality, psychic energy, alchemy, reproduction, and ascension, immorality. The transmutation of the life, death, rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of the snake's skin. It is the energy of wholeness and cosmic consciousness and the ability to experience anything willing and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation, and that those things in which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has the proper state of mind.
Ah.
Thoth the Atlantean, who later returned as Hermes and was the father of alchemy, used the symbology of two snakes intertwining around a sword to represent healing. Complete understanding and acceptance of the male and female within each organism creates a melding of the two into one, thereby producing divine energy. This medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. Through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of the fire medicine. This fire energy, when functioning on a material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolution, and dreams. On the mental plane, it becomes intellect, power, charisma, and the leadership. When this snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and a connection to the Great Spirit. If you have chosen a symbol, there is a need within you to transmute some thought, action, or desire so that wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician or the enchantress. Transmute the energy and accept the power of the fire. That's cool.
That's remarkable.
Fire.
Beautiful.
That's cool. Did
That's
you paint
gorgeous.
That is a talking stick that I carved.
that? Wow, that's cool.
Red on black, you're okay, Jack. Red on yellow, watch out, fella.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's beautiful.
Well,
Cool.
you know, Robert has a way of picking up on my spirit helpers quite a bit. Snake is certainly one of them. I do a lot of snake medicine and stuff, but this is a talking stick I use in ceremony. Okay.
Wow.
Now I have a journey staff that I've also done, which is similar. If you hold on a second, I'll get that for you.
Okay.
But you know, you had a key word in what you said there. Did you hear the word poison?
Yeah. You
What
said,
is poison?
You said that's yes,
I
exactly.
asked that question earlier.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Then I opened a book and it's marked right there. I didn't even have to find it. It was Marty Mark. Wow. That's strange how things come together. Like that is just cool. That's we're
Okay,
doing something right.
this is what I call a journey staff. Okay, it's actually a walking stick. I also carved this. Okay, if you can see this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it's braided leather.
Yeah, it's well, I have a special wood burning set that's it looks like scalpel knives, but they heat up,
Yeah.
you know. And if you stop and think about what you just read about snake medicine, okay, and how it can be applied, can you imagine having snake medicine in your hand and saying, I'm going on a journey?
Wow.
How many times will you have to shed in your journey to grow?
Right.
How many times will you have to grab a hold of something, squeeze it, and hold it before you can digest it?
Yeah.
You know, how many times, if you're out there and you're like, let's say, for example, a bull snake or a black snake or a black racer or one of those that eat poisonous reptiles, how many times will you also have to transmute a poison? Okay, so snake medicine is pretty powerful.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Have a good night, everybody. I'm stepping down. I love you all. See you tomorrow.
Good night, Brenda.
Good night,
Good night.
Brenda.
Have a great
There
night.
she goes,
Love
stepping
you.
into the twilight.
I think
love
Raina
playing
probably
with
has a
it.
little bit of that snake medicine.
Oh yeah.
That child has loved snakes since she was wee little and has zero fear of them. She's very interested in some of the first things of homeschooling homework we ever did was on snakes. Just because that's what she was interested in.
Yeah. Everything is a teaching, isn't it? Everything is capable
Yeah.
of a lesson.
Yep.
And you know what's nice about that? When you're trying to teach those lessons to the young ones, you have to learn the lesson yourself first so they understand it. And then let them tell you in their words what their understanding of it is. And you get more understanding of it coming from their eyes. That's a win-win situation.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's true too. So true. Children are they're amazing. They're amazing if we just let them be amazing.
Yep.
I got no argument.
And try.
This Carlin's uncle was saying they should be teaching these kids about climate change and electric cars and stuff like that. I said, hold on, fella. And he's pretty old. I said, no. I said, I can't agree with you there. I said, children need to be children first. You let these children don't need to be worried about this stuff. Let children be children. And later on in life, you teach them that stuff, not the children.
Yeah.
That made me mad. The way he was very persistent, I was like, no, dude, no, not good.
Well, people find it very easy to accept other people teaching their children without asking what the lessons are that are being taught.
Yeah.
or in what manner. And we all know every kid learns differently. I mean, it's just what it is. It's how we are as human beings.
Get your schoolwork done? Yep. Good. Go outside and be a kid.
Well, you know, that's an important thing that you just mentioned too, Heather, because the parents have gotten disconnected as to what the schools are teaching their children. They've used the schools as a
Yes.
babysitter. They've got both parents out working in order to make it a living in this high cost. And they've turned the parenting over to somebody else. And then they're shocked to find out what they're being taught.
Or why their children won't listen to them or respect their knowledge anymore.
People will get away with and do what you do not check.
Yes.
Yep.
And
They certainly will.
And they know you're busy full-time jobs, both of you.
And that's why 26 states now have come up, maybe it's even more than that now, have come up and says, okay, that National Educators Association and stuff, they're pulling their state away from that because the curriculum that they're trying to teach in the kids' school.
And it took something utterly ridiculous for them to realize that there was way more to it than just that utter ridiculousness.
Well, not just ridiculousness of it, but the disgustedness that's coming with it. The complete opposite of what you know is right is being now taught as right. That's, and that is a complete unbalance. And that's the shocker. That's the eye opener. That's what kicked the mama bear in the ass and woke her out of hibernation and got her down there to ranting and yelling and everything else. And of course, those that are in power to be, they in turn turn around and say, wait a minute, we've got authority over there because you've given it to us, even though we're not supposed to have it. You've given it to us and we're keeping it, And they in turn come around and say, well, we'll intimidate you so that you can't speak out any longer. And we see that whole thing, but ultimately they're going to lose that battle.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to lose that battle because the mama bears and the papa bears, when it comes to their children, you don't have a defense against them. I'm sorry. I don't care if you call up a 3-letter agency against them and call them some kind of a derogatory term and make, all the wheels of justice turn against them. You're not going to win.
Pappy, you said something very interesting there, and I want to make a point about it, that they didn't know what their children were being taught, and then when they did look into it, they were being taught wrong. Why wouldn't that make every one of the adult parents question what they were taught in school as well? Because to me, maybe it's just the kind of person I am, but I would be like, okay, well, if they're teaching our children this, and it's completely different than what we learned, and what we learned was completely different than what our parents learned, there's got to be a reason for it.
Well, some will catch that. Most of them won't. Most of them will stand fast in what they were taught as being the right way. Just like the new generations are standing fast in what they're taught is the right way. They don't know any better. So if there's not, if there's not someone from the generation before that generation that can say, well, it was this way in this generation, and they actually look at it, or they can find a book that actually shows it that hasn't been purged, and therein lies the problem. As we go through time, that which was in the past no longer comes into circulation and stuff taken out of circulation. It becomes lost to the collective memory.
Yeah, and that's where they should have the question mark. That's the other thing.
And the other
Why
thing
was it taken out?
Yeah. And the other thing that comes into with people getting indignant now once they're finding out what's being taught is that these organizations, these places of higher learning, these places of education that we send our children to are directly supported by the money that we earn, that we pay them. Okay, whether it be in the taxes and the school taxes and stuff of that nature, or whether it be in the tuition fees that are paid by our children as they go to these higher education places. So not only are they indignant about what their kids are being turned into or taught, Okay, they're indignant of the fact that we were stupid enough to pay for it to happen and not
Yeah.
have any idea of where our money was going. So
Yeah.
we're just a little bit, at fault. That's Coyote coming back to bite us in the ass.
You betcha.
Yeah. I've been saying from the beginning, everybody's like, well, how do we fight back? How do we start at the ground level? Well, you take their control away from them by taking your kids back. That's the start, because that's where the money machine, I think that's like
Yep.
low man on the totem pole of the money machine that runs the
Once you
country.
get out of school, they
And
don't get
if you
paid
don't
for
let
it.
them dig their claws into the next generation, then they'll have no more power.
I keep saying if everyone would take their kids out of school for a week or two, everyone, it would change everything. Because
I'm
that
a proponent
need would
for
stop.
homeschooling.
Well, you'd have to do months, because if you think about the way money flows,
They already did that with COVID, right?
No.
Sorry,
yeah,
I didn't mean to say
and
that
took,
word on your show.
And it took what, 2 years, and now they're starting to hurt because they're able to get money through other means, and that's where you have to be able to hit them where, like she was saying, the kids. Now, where else you getting this money from? Because it's not just grants from the government. There's other grants out there that they can get them from. So then you gotta figure out the strategics of how they get their money,
Yeah, for
and
me.
that's where you nail them. Well,
why my
yeah, of course,
taxes
for
went up
all the people,
$300.
but
Wow.
Right.
But what now?
Well, there's two things about money that you need to remember. Okay. First off, money is earned by who? Money is earned by the people.
Yep.
Okay. And because the people earn the money, literally where they spend the money is what gives the power to the organization.
And
So
that's
these
what I
places,
said. Yep.
these schools and stuff, we take our children out and stuff like that. How does it affect them directly? Well, if you're paying tuition for your children, it affects them directly because they're not getting your tuition money. But it also affects them indirectly because their census count is down and stuff like that, they won't get the federal money and stuff like that. Well,
Exactly.
all of that money is connected.
Yeah.
All the government does is print it and say it has value. The one common denominator is the one that earns it is the parent, is us.
This is true.
If we stop the flow of money, and by not paying it.
Well, if I knew they wouldn't take my property away, yes,
Yeah.
I would do that.
Do
you remember?
Go ahead, Monty.
Do you remember when 45 had the historians in the Oval Office? Were they in the Oval Office? They were in the conference room. They were around the big table.
Right.
And I thought that something was signed for the history to be taught as it was.
I actually have the PDF that was of all the documentation that was drawn up from the 1776 Commission, which is them trying to tell a correct history to our children and what was
being taught.
Because that's what that whole commission was about. It was called the 1776 Commission, and it was about the misinformation that's out there in the sections of history that have been rewritten already. Because if you remember, Mr. O.B. had two terms in which he did rewrite history books. That was a big thing. And you can look up 1776 Commission PDF, and there is a free copy of it available online for you to read through it to see all the conclusions that they came to and the corrections that they want to make. It's lengthy.
Yeah. take some time to read through it. But well worth it.
Hey, Bonnie, does your brother have children in school?
I'm sorry, what?
Does your brother have kids in school here?
Oh no, they're up in their 30s,
Oh, cool.
and they won't have any kids.
Because the school district's kind of caving in here. I won't mention the town, but where your brother's at, you know where I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, I got some word today, man. That area school district, they need counselors for the kids, but when they go to hire someone, they can't pay them enough to live there, so they have to commute through all that crap to get to where your brother lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now
nobody can afford to commute.
No. There's 3 of them that are going to be leaving. So I don't know what's going to happen. And it's because of the what do you call that? The supervisors and that crap. The administration part of it. They're losing. One lady's retiring, so they ain't got nobody, man. So they're not going to have no one.
We're seeing that in every profession,
Yeah, they can't.
and it's great.
It's strange, man. It's strange. But Corlin got out just in time, man. Really, just in time.
Yep.
They can't hire the help. 2 years. Did you find something? No. Oh well. Right? They knew she was retired. They couldn't find nobody. Nobody would work that low. And commute, right? And then commute on top of it. Strange
Wants to
stuff.
do that.
Schools are falling right down.
Yep.
Anna said they're teaching German and Mandarin. Yeah, if they're even going to be, I don't know what these people.
What is Mandarin?
Chinese.
Oh.
And it's most of the people in China, the actual citizens that live in the farmlands and stuff, most of them don't speak Mandarin, or they speak it but can't read it.
That's
Because
English.
Each province has its own language. It's similar, but different. Definitely different.
But they all have to learn English. All those other countries, they have to learn English in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird, David or Joseph.
I didn't look at it yet. Did he put a link to something? Is that what they're talking about?
No.
No.
Just talking.
Pappy
And they're
got real
being
quiet
really
on us.
good too.
I don't think none of my kids got those. No, I don't believe so.
Pappy's just sitting there going, "Man, I'm so glad my children are grown."
Me too.
Yeah.
Grandchildren almost are.
Oh, I was gonna send you that picture of my son, Heather. Shit, I forgot to send it to you and Joe. That is a funny picture. I'll send it to you after the show.
I even have a great grandchild. I've never met him, but
I got 2 of them, 2 girls, but I never met them either. I've seen a lot of pictures though.
great grandchildren.
Yep,
Isn't that crazy?
2 girls. Yeah, strange.
I feel like I'm too young to be a great grandparent.
I was a grandfather at 37. Then my daughter's like, you can't make me a grandpa or grandmother. And sure enough, she was 37 when my oldest grandson made her a grandmother. But there you go.
Well, that was not uncommon years and years ago, too, you know, because they married so young.
Yes.
Yeah, my daughter married young. And I didn't. That's what's weird. My mom did, and I didn't. And my daughter did.
I did.
That made that combination happen.
Yeah, in some areas,
I
it's
had
12
my
years
children.
old.
I had children young, but I didn't marry young because I knew I was only making that promise once, and I was gonna make it count.
So,
Well, just because my mom and dad spent my entire life cheating on each other and calling each other bad names for it. So
I'm going to put you all on the spot right here.
Nope.
The great prognostication. Let's get together and do a round table here, and give me your best gut instinct of what's coming.
Oh. Get
You mean the surface stuff?
Well, whatever is the first thing that comes up, it will be the thing that's most on your mind. You know,
chaos.
sometimes in order to get to the beer, you got to
Let
blow
them-
the foam off the top of the glass first.
And we'll come in with the.
That was just the first thing that flew into my head, and it made my gut hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see it two ways.
Well, we'd be interested in both views.
Well, I'm interested in all views. I'm going to go last.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's just my view. But I asked the question, so I get to sit back and listen to you. Because with all of us here and people that we have in chat, I think we'll get a good overall view of things. Remember, we're all sitting in different areas of the campfire. So we're looking at our view. You know, when we put them together, then we'll get the overview. So what was yours? What was yours again, Bonnie?
Well, what I hope is that a total collapse and starting a new way of life for everybody, and that it would be better. The concern is if it would be done by war.
Okay.
From
Heather?
a foreign country, not inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I get that right, there's an indication that there's conflict coming, and that you hope that the result of the conflict is a reset, a learning, if you will, and a rebuilding afterwards in a good way. Is that kind of in a nutshell?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Heather, Jeff, what do you feel?
I feel like there's going to be turmoil and a time of great tears, and then there's going to be a time of great tears of rejoicing. So tears of sadness and then tears of rejoicing.
Pretty much the same.
But I feel like I think the tears are coming first. I feel like the
people have to
turmoil.
learn. People have to find out. There's if you take history and you add if you know history globally, not all of it we can per se is what it is, but with every reset we've ever had, it's been different every time. But this time, I kind of agree because of the first heartache is going to be the fact that people will be seeing things that have been hidden from us. And then there's going to be the I don't know, depending on how it works out humanity wise. And then there's the rejoice of happiness and peacefulness, knowing the direction we're going in is all for actually for the people, not for a group of people that what we were under before.
Okay. A lot of information there. What about you,
There's
Robert?
a lot more, but I'm trying to keep it short.
Okay. Well, no, that's okay. Robert, what about you?
My conclusion is, I believe everything's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's from.
Yeah.
That's from.
Sorry.
That's why I stay in contact with my kids, because they're younger than all of us, and that's the younger generation. And what I hear from them, and like Bonnie, you can hear Bonnie's girls in the background. Bonnie tells us a little bit. There's so much hope there that I think things are going to be just fine. It's tough. It's always tough. We all know life's always been tough. So they're not gonna only see the toughness, be aware of what's really going on, and they're gonna make them stronger than we are. That's why I think things will be all right. That's where I send my energy. Manifest goodness.
I think it'll be all right too, Robert. Yeah. I definitely have a feeling that it'll be all right. I don't feel like we're going to suffer great loss. I feel like there's going to be turmoil.
We're in turmoil.
Yeah, there's going to be I think there's people that are going to be okay because of the knowledge that they already have and the intuition and gut feelings that they have. And then there's going to be the ones that don't understand that stuff, and they're the ones that are going to be in the turmoil deeper.
It brings me a lot of hope, really does.
Yeah,
because the younger people, they talk. So my kids and some of my grandkids are talking, that spreads out in that direction. Sean spreads out his direction. Bobby Jr. spreads out in his direction. And then Bonnie's kids, how it's just like a spider web.
Yeah. I think we're more connected than what people think.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna be all right.
Yep. Ouch.
Okay, I looked at the comments, and Anna was making comments. 2 comments. A lot of tears and death and grieving. Now, before I continue on with my comments, okay, I want you to remember how I asked the question. Okay.
What do you think is coming?
I said, what do you feel is coming in the future? And so I listened to all of your answers. Okay. And what I heard was a lot of what you think, a lot of what you understand, a lot of what you have learned, about the past and where it is now in the present. Okay. A lot of hope, looking forward with faith that it's going to be all right. Okay. And of course, I'll point out that depends on which side wins, doesn't it? Because the side that wins is going to have those same feelings. Now, having said that, here's the trickster coming. I'm not going to put my 2 cents in. I'm going to ask you another question.
Wait, can I make one point, sir? You said this is a round table discussion, and as far as I know, it takes everyone in a round to complete the circle.
Yeah.
A really good teacher taught me that one time.
Well, I've come up on I'm holding the talking stick now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I started passing it around. When you call a talking circle, there are certain parameters that are set depending upon the teacher you use. And if you happen to use the Heyoka or the trickster, you never know what's coming. Okay? So, remember we said words have power. So when you ask yourself questions, okay, what have I always taught about where you go to get answers to questions?
Creative.
Within.
Okay.
Within.
So now, that same question that I asked you before, when I asked you, you missed it. I says, what do you feel is coming in the future? And you told me what you feel is coming in the future based upon your thoughts and your emotions and your personal histories, okay, combined with your faith. Now I'm going to ask you to do some homework. And that is, what is your spirit telling you about what is coming?
I've been saying it from the beginning.
Oh, my spirit self, yeah.
Well, you don't have to
6
answer
months
now. It's
ago.
homework.
It was about 6
It's
months
homework.
ago, though.
What I'm getting at is this. No matter what is coming, something is coming.
Mm-hmm.
We all have our aspirations, our hopes, our dreams, our desires, our wishes, but we also all have our fears, our trepidations, okay, our worries, okay, our anger, our grief, and all of these things. The change is coming in some form, some manner, okay? We're all going through that, and it's going to affect us each individually. It's only by coming together collectively with the power that we've seen that we have individually and the quantum leap in power when we come together collectively for a purpose in order to change the potential for the future. We all have the hopes for it. When I say, what is your spirit telling you? Okay, I'm actually asking you, what are you asking your spirit to do to change that which can be? That change will start within you and where you are, and then goes outward to an intelligence much greater than us for the highest good. And then we can set aside the feelings, and then we can set aside the logical, linear thinking mind and the justification for when things go bad or whatever, goes right back to the questions that I asked at the very beginning, the rhetorical questions. What is fear? What is hate? What is envy? Those are all things that are changed by the perception inside. But like anything, when there is change, that means something is no longer in the predominance. that means something loses. Something is no longer in power. And when things lose power that try to hold on to power, there's always anguish and grief. And that's been our history as mankind. The anguish and the grief and the desperation and all of these things. And from that birthing process, from that death of one thing, those things become the ashes upon the soil that enrich it for the future growth. So what I'm saying to you is feed your spirit. Keep your spirit bright. Okay? Keep your intent to make the future the best that you can. Okay? And work towards it. Don't just sit there and hope that it's going to happen or be afraid of what's coming. Whatever is. It's all in how you're flexible enough to go on the path and on the journey, on the adventure, if you will, of that new discovery. Who knows? In a blink of an eye, we may change from an earthly form into a spiritual form and transcend and not need our earthly bodies anymore. That's a possibility too. We don't know that. Maybe it would take something cataclysmic for that to happen. You know? But, you know, I look at, you know, coming into this life here without having a recollection of the life I had before I came here. I certainly think my spirit was alive, but my self-awareness was asleep. And I'm learning self-awareness through this process. But we get to take it with us back to where we came from. And if we get recycled into another thing, maybe we don't remember where we came from again. Maybe that's part of the adventure. If you look at it in expansive terms, what is the best way for Creator to experience all the possibilities and potential and wonder of that which He has created?
Every emotion.
Through giving you, who have some of Creator's spirit within you, free choice and free will, free expression, to take what has been created and play with it, manipulate it, and utilize it and whatever in your own way, so that Creator can experience through you that which He has created.
Yep.
Endless possibilities.
Yep.
Co-creators.
Exactly. That's what
You
I
guys
think.
are so powerful.
You
guys
think
are so good.
That's what I think. Somebody's got an echo.
Yeah.
Might be us.
And your first question, nobody really knows.
Exactly.
That's the whole point. You can't stop what's coming.
Nobody knows
yeah.
true history.
Yeah, you can't.
Here's the thing.
You can't stop what's coming.
The only thing that you know is constant, is change. So what is coming? What do I feel is coming? Change.
It's right before your eyes.
That was my fault for not listening to the words that you were saying, Pappy, because I would have, same thing. You can't stop change. You can't stop what's coming. Evolution, always moving.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
It's a
accept
trick
it.
question, though.
No matter if it's a win or a loss.
No, that's an effective. That's not. That's an effective. That's an effective.
Yep.
It was a trick
Respect,
question.
yeah.
You know what the trick of the question is? Or the answer to the trick question? The trick question is, what do you see? What do you feel? What do you want to work towards the future? Well, the trick question is that's an answer to that we can't answer, because none of us can know the mind of Creator ever. It is beyond our possibility of any one person knowing the mind of Creator.
Anybody, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Trick question. Hey, Yoka. Laugh at yourself. You're not as serious as you think you are.
Anna, you got that right.
So see you now you've changed my you changed my opinion about talking to my son now. That is his change, and that is his creation, and that's his new creation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's he changed. He that made this see, like I was saying, this stuff changed him at least. He's no longer, you know what I mean? He's done being a kid. Now he's concentrating on his son. That's amazing. That's touching stuff.
Well, you know, one of the important things there, everybody, is don't let
Hi,
the kid
Hummingbird.
die in us. Don't let the kid die in us.
Right.
Those
Yep.
eyes of wonderment.
Yep.
You want to say hi?
See?
Mama
That's
bear
what-
hummingbird.
That's what I was going to say to Pappy too.
This is Pappy Two Bears.
Shoot, now I forgot.
I'm busy doing nothing.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Beautiful.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, the important thing that I want to get to you is don't let the kid inside of you die.
No.
No way.
We are Creator's children, even though we might be old farts.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
very
I should
good.
have told her aloha. Aloha.
Yeah, aloha. She's my Polynesian hummingbird.
Hmm.
Awesome.
Now, Hawaii to Massachusetts.
What was,
Didn't I see that last
what was
night?
that bark from Hawaii you need, Robert?
What's that? My wife flies around here like hummingbird. She's like bumblebee. People say that bumblebee can fly. It doesn't look like it can fly. She can fly.
She probably has to be able to do that to keep you under control.
Like I said before, I told her, the doctor told me that I would probably go through some menopausal symptoms, hot flashes, and mood swings and stuff. And she said, I'll just double up on my medications to put up with it.
She's gonna tease you, boy. It's just started.
Oh, I think
She's a
she'll
good
take
girl.
And you're going to take it like a big girl.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you,
I'll
Pappy.
remember you when I'm running in my training bra.
I offered. I mean, I offered. Those things cost a lot of money. You don't even realize how much of a pain in the tuchus those are for women.
And he's gonna have back problems too,
What I'll do is you send me one of those, Heather, and I'll try to stretch it on over top of Kai. It'll be
There
like
you go.
one of them little huggy vests that you put on.
Yeah.
What you do is you put it with the bubbles on the back, and then you can use them as holders, and then you have a service animal. See?
Oh, brother. Well, I don't have any concerns about it. So my days of running bare chested at the beach are pretty much gone. Nobody wants to see no wrinkly buns anymore in an old man.
It's okay.
to
It's
giggle and
okay
laugh.
to admit.
You
It's
know,
okay to admit that it'll be fun to have your own breasts to play with. It's okay to admit that.
Never get him out of the house.
Robert,
That
that's kind of
was
like the old saying about the single guy says, "Well, I wish I was double jointed like my dog." Oh my goodness! Yeah, you never need toilet paper. Save a ton on that expensive stuff.
Oh yeah. And don't worry, we will love you anyway.
Well, it's I don't have any concerns about that. Most of the groups that I hang with, anyways, because most people, we're not overly impressed by the outer appearance of somebody, you know.
Right.
And
Right.
you know, once you get to know them and stuff, that you get to that point where you have that vision that transcends that. You don't, you know, and that's why I love to watch those little YouTube videos or TikTok videos or something of the two little boys in school that had their picture taken by their teacher because the boy said he had a twin at school. It was a little black boy and a little white boy, and they had the same shirt on.
Oh,
So they were twins, and
That's
that's the
right.
way they saw it, you
That's
know,
cool.
and that's the way it should be. You
Yeah.
know?
That's real life.
exactly.
Yeah, because they're looking at that little spirit that's interacting between the two of them.
And we would all pitch in, and I'm going to give you a tip that I don't give many people, Pappy, but it's because I love you. I'm going to tell you, just don't even worry about the bras. Just get yourself a couple camisoles. They're way more comfortable and tons better.
I'm going to get myself a tutu and Mickey Mouse here, and I'm going to act like Cheech and Chong on
Yeah.
stage. I'm going to tell me not to wear a pantyhose.
Don't forget the air guitar.
I can't wait to enlarge these pictures.
We're going to have the Bonnie and Heather the Bonnie and Heather calendar. Everybody gets to have a picture taken, and then it'll be like
Well,
Robert pulling the animal cards. It'll either be in the upright position or the contrary position.
Well, I'm
Robert
thinking of a
standing
big
on his
brown
head.
bear in a tutu doing a hula dance. You should buy a grass skirt. There you go. It's perfect. You don't need a tutu.
Yeah. Hey, if my butt gets glowing too much, I think a grass skirt might be a little dangerous.
Well, okay. I didn't think of it like that. I just thought, hey, you could borrow hummingbirds.
Yeah, those dresses are called muumuus.
Moo-moos.
They
I
flip.
love
Those
those.
things are comfortable.
Yes.
Oh my
You don't have-
goodness.
Most of them over there, most of those big Hawaiian gals and stuff like that, they wore those muumuus, and that's all they wore.
Yep.
If I owned them and could get away with it, I would too.
Corinne wears
Instead,
them.
I get away with pajama pants and big giant t-shirts. And that dress, or that, I don't know what that was that you sent. It was like a tunic, Bonnie. That green with the white. Oh, me and Raina both love that thing. Just love it. She's
Corinne-
like, Mom, I love the cut of this.
Hey, Corinne has one that zips, and it's like kind of like my hoodie with that fake sheepskin inside.
Oh, yeah, I bet that's nice.
And she wears that in the morning with coffee, and then on the deck here, and then she goes inside and changes. Be funny.
Who's Guess Who?
I'll send you guys a picture.
There's something to be said. Hey, guess who?
How's everything going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, not bad.
Damn, it looks like my uncle, man. Wow. How you doing, Guess Who?
I figured from here up it's Jeff B.
Damn, you look like my uncle, man. Wow, that's Tippy. How are you doing,
Guess
sir?
who? Do we all get to take a guess?
You got to change your name to Doppelganger.
I think Bonnie knows who I am.
Are you waiting for her to bring you another beer?
That would
That's
be
That's Joseph?
Yeah, I decided to pick up a cam and a mic and see how it worked out. And I think I did pretty good setting it up.
Awesome.
Damn, somebody just went by.
Can you guys hear me pretty clear?
Turn your volume
Yes.
up a little bit.
Volume's a little low.
Yeah, you can turn your volume up.
I got to go into settings.
I don't know.
See that?
Just means we'll have to pay closer attention to your every word.
Yeah.
I'll get it in a second. Audio control. I'm not Greek around a computer.
Yeah, me too.
There we go.
So that's Joseph.
All right, how's it sound now?
Better. That's better.
Yeah, that's
Very
better.
nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Joe.
it's good to meet you.
Really. Yeah,
Welcome to
you
our
look like my
dysfunctional
uncle,
family.
bro. I'm not shitting you. You look like my fucking uncle, Willie Stiegel. No shit. Wow. That's
Well,
interesting.
does he own Bayfront House? I'll show up on the porch.
Huh, that's cool, dude. That's cool. It's nice to see you. Shit,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. That's fucking cool. That's funny as hell, man. What the hell?
My
Catch a
camera is
couple
set a little
flounders.
high.
Huh.
Oh,
You look good, man. You look just like my uncle. That freaks me out, dude.
Awesome.
Hey, right
Awesome.
on.
Kurt.
Love it.
Is Anna still down there?
Yes.
Yeah, Anna. He looks like my uncle in Appleton, dude. Really?
See, he's already a part of the family.
Yep, you're already part of the family. Didn't even see you. That's a
Now,
trip.
As
Yeah,
far
they're
as I know, this is the first time this face has showed up on camera any
Anywhere.
place. Is that correct?
anywhere.
Wow. Congratulations, brother.
Anywhere.
That's awesome.
Right
I
on.
just bought it.
Now,
just
first
bought
off, I'd like to tell you, thank you
Yeah.
for giving us, for giving us that respect and that trust of coming up here and connecting with you energetically with who you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate some of the help with my knees. So hopefully it'll heal. I keep trying.
Has it helped any?
Last week I thought it did, but this week I really had a hard time. So, I'm waiting for the shark cartilage to come. I'll give that a try.
Have you been on the, what's it called? Heather glucosamine?
Glucosamine?
Yeah, that one.
I've tried that in the past and really didn't get me anywhere.
Oh, okay.
But right now,
Cartilage or
I don't know. I would assume.
I don't know what the hell that is.
There you go. Joint Restore Gummy. CBD.
yeah, I've been doing that for 3 weeks now, but it's not helping either.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got to give some things time.
yeah.
Are you rubbing it on your leg too?
No, you don't rub that on your leg.
Yeah, you should rub it on your leg too, right on your knee.
You can get a topical CBD ointment
Yeah.
as well. That will
Take it
help.
internally and externally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's important to remember too that a lot of these conditions have taken place and become entrenched over time, and many of the things that will eventually turn it around will also take time, because what these conditions, as they progress in our bodies, they change our metabolism, our ability to be able to metabolize things which can be beneficial and useful to us. And sometimes that has to be restored first in order for the nutrients to get to where it needs to go, and that so it's difficult if you haven't given it a long enough time to see any noticeable improvement. It's frustrating, okay, but sometimes it does take some time for it to do. But a lot of these things, the insurance isn't going to cover them and stuff like that, and we're doing it out of our pocket with the hopes and dreams that it's going to have some kind of effect that proves it's worth it to us.
Yeah, these
And
bottles.
that's
These
tough.
bottles were $240.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I fully understand, but I think you have to go at it holistically. Everything that's put down here, if we have a condition that we want to get taken care of, we look at it holistically, see what Creator's put down here from all aspects and all teachings and all modalities that pertain to that, and kind of find your balance of those things that fits your energy, your metabolism, your spiritual makeup, your intent, and then and then work at that with a purpose. In other words, take control of those things, put them together the way that you feel they should go, give them a try, see what the results are, and then tweak it. You'd be surprised probably what you can come up with on your own. Are you just in a lot of pain all the time?
No, no.
Okay, so
But I am an avid bowler and had a 220 average, and now I'm down to 160, 170 area.
Shit,
No.
you can play with you. I can play with you now.
I
So-
still have
is
my.
is that frustrating you?
Oh yeah.
That's a good game for me.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm 71 years old, and I sure can't date like I used to, if you catch my drift. Things change over time.
Yeah, I don't have any problem there.
Well, no, I wasn't asking you about any of that, but I'm just saying things have a tendency to change over time, you know. But are you open to receiving outside assistance? You know, and how are you as far as your spiritual makeup?
I've been working on it. One thing I was looking at today was the megahertz 432.
Yeah.
And trying to find some songs with that, seeing what I can do with it. You know, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you know, I always ask questions with an ulterior, with a motive behind the questions that I ask.
I had a feeling.
You get to know me that way. The reason that I ask it is because whenever these little groups get together, and you've been into them enough to know that eventually, at some point in time, it comes to healing. Have you noticed that? You're not here by coinky dink. Okay, so I'm going to change my avatar. If you want to join what this avatar is going to show, you give the affirmative, and we're going to get her done.
I'm up for it.
There you go.
Right on.
Do you see my avatar?
Yes, sir.
That's an old vase, actually. That comes out of Central America. That was a ceremonial vase. You see the people holding hands in a circle?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that circle, they would put a candle in it, or they would burn incense in it, or whatever. You know, it was a prayer. It was a people coming together in prayer, but it was more than that. It was a people coming together, interlocking their energy to allow the greater energy to flow into them and direct it to the center. Now, I'd like to ask you if you're up to it, to get into center and see if some energy comes into you. If you're willing to open yourself up to that energy. It's not our energy that we're giving. It's your energy. It's your energy that is not able to go to you because of the filters that you have and the conditions that you have. So your energy flows through us, just like energy flows into a crystal and gets modulated and gets focused and things of that nature. And it's given to you collectively 360 according to your needs. And if you're up to that, and if everyone else is willing to join into the circle, you know, we would be glad to ask Creator to send you the spiritual energy that you need for whatever it is that you need, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, for your highest good. And we would ask that it would come in the strength that's needed, in the duration that it's needed, in the manner that's needed, in the time that's needed, whether it be in the present or something in the past that needs to be healed and tweaked in the past, or even in the future. Because when it comes to spiritual healing, there is neither time nor space. It is all contained there. We are all a spark of that creation. And as a spark of that creation, when we come together, it is like lighting many candles on the cake. It gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And we focus that energy to the center. So we place you in the center now. All I'd like to have you do is breathe in through your nose once, deeply. Let it out through your mouth. Take your palms, face your palms up on your lap, and say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All those that are in the circle, all those of like intent, all those of like spirit. Hey, yata, hey. Hey, yata, hey. Hey, yata, hey. Hey, yata, hey. We ask that the spirits come in, the helper spirits, the healer spirits, the great spirit Tagosh Kashka that moves in all things. That we bring in the energy for this one, that we allow it to flow through us, that it flows in the circle, that we dance this energy into being. We dance this energy into strength. We dance this energy into brightness and illumination. Hi-yo, hi-yo, hey. Hi-yo, hey, hey, hi-yo, hi-yo, hey, hi-yo, hey. Yeah, hi-yo, hey, hey, hi-yo, yo, hey, hey, hi-yo, hey. Yo. As we reach forward and we touch you with our right hand, and we join one hand on top of the other on top of your head. Let this energy flow into you. Let it fill every atom of your being. Let it flow around those atoms. For truly, Creator is within the space between the atoms. Let it go to where it needs to go. Breathe it in deep. Breathe it in deep. Feel the heaviness flow out through your feet back to the Earth Mother. That which you do not need, you do not now have to carry. Instead, let it be filled with what is filling you now. And as we remove our hands from you, one at a time, and rejoin the circle, let this energy now become part of you. Let you be sealed within this energy and protected from the negative energy. This is your energy. Spend it wisely. Hechitualo. I want you to take a deep breath. Hold it to the count of 4. And at the count of 4, I want you to blow it out forcefully from your mouth. And when you do, you will return to the time that you were in before you went traveling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blow. Hechitualo. Mitakuye oyasin. May it be as we have asked. To all of my relations, we are all related. Open your eyes and regain your focus. See that you're surrounded. Those that are standing with linked arms, slowly disconnect your arms and regain your focus as well. And in the words of a late great medicine man that taught me, if you got any snacks, now's the time to eat. Let's eat.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes it's hard when we go through life to be in a fully receptive manner. You know, that which we did here is nothing special. It's nothing spectacular. It's something that's available to everyone. You know, and sometimes people don't understand how very powerful that is. You know, when you realize everyone has that capability, and what we've done hasn't cost us anything other than taking 5 minutes out of a day, 5 minutes out of a period of time, and focusing it someplace where we're not, but someplace where we always are. It doesn't cost a thing. It's the giveaway that keeps giving in its own way. And you come up here, we see your face for the first time. That tells me there's a reason, and there's a reason for everything. If there's anybody on the panel that disagrees with that, you know, pipe in now.
I'm honored.
Actually, yes. When you come up here, when others have done this in the past, you're honoring not us. You're honoring Creator that's working through us.
Well
That don't
said.
make us special. That
Very
makes
well
us
said.
useful.
I just realized how to so I could see chat. So don't think I was ignoring anybody. I just didn't see it until now.
Oh, it's a learning process.
I wish you the best, Joseph.
Thank you, sir. And thank everybody.
Thank you for coming up.
Really, thank you.
You're not a stranger here now. We've seen you naked in front of us.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no.
See, he does
Oh, I
fit
didn't
right in.
really see your smart ass naked in front of us now.
Bella's in the house. Hello, Bella. Love you, girl.
Hey, Bella. Hey, Chuck.
Badger's in the house.
Yeah, just don't tell Bella who it is.
Okay, we'll make her guess.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll make
yeah.
it.
Did you say you're outside?
Hey, he's my uncle. Don't tell nobody.
At least I didn't put Phelps as my last name. Would have been funny though.
Oh, yeah. By the way, in
Jeremy
response
Phelps.
to an earlier comment, it brought up "Paint Me a Birmingham." Oh, nobody got it except Bonnie. She chuckled.
I can't get over how appropriate the pulling of the Heyoka card was.
Hello.
Yeah.
An eventful night now.
And look who shows up. Heyoka.
I think it was a setup.
Who's the
Hey Bella, how you doing?
Bella? Jump up here and talk to us, girl. Long time.
Yeah, tell us what's going on with you.
Long
Yeah, I
time
heard
no
you
see.
need some prayers
I
or
think
something.
people pop in here just to wind down from the activities of other places.
I know. It is
That's
nice.
not a bad
isn't
thing.
it?
Nope.
You know what we got to do is Robert and I going to stand out there at the gate and greet everybody to hose them down before they come in.
Get mud off of them.
That's what I said. We've had a lot of interesting travelers tonight around the campfire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, remember what I told you about turning your light bulb on, Bonnie?
Yes.
That was
You know-
going to happen.
You know what? Pappy has also talked to you about the careful placement of your campfire. And next time you park next to a train station, I'll still meet you there. But
Might have to drop the link, Bonnie.
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
I just read Bella's thing.
So
Yeah,
did
well,
I.
I'm sitting here looking at how you're reading each other's minds here, talking to each other. You dropped a link, and she's already working on it. You guys are getting closer and closer. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you aren't going to have no secrets from each other.
And the bookmark's right already there where it's supposed to be. Wow, what's going on here?
Hello,
Hi,
Bella.
Bella.
Hello,
Hi, Bella.
hello. How are you guys?
hello.
How is
You doing
everyone?
okay?
Just trying to process my father's passing. So just a
Oh,
bit of a
yeah.
rough night, rough day. But yeah, just been hanging out quietly, processing and working out all the details that comes with those things. So yeah.
Knowingly or unexpectedly?
Uh-huh.
Did you know he was going to pass or no?
Well, yeah. I mean, we didn't know when. Like Monday, they told us they were going to stop all the medication. I mean, yes, bottom line, yeah, we knew it was a matter of time. Just it came super fast, more than we thought. I don't know. When we talk about
You're never
somebody,
ready for the loss.
Yeah.
yeah, and
You're prepared, but you're not.
yeah, it
Right,
wasn't like
yeah.
unexpected. No, so it wasn't like a shock or out of nowhere. So yeah, it was expected, but I was a daddy's girl, so it's a
Doesn't
little
make it any easier.
That's hard. That's hard stuff.
Well, as a daddy's girl, Bella, I can
what was
tell
that,
you.
Papa?
I said,
Happy?
as a daddy's girl, I'm going to tell you this. What I think is because you were a daddy's girl, things that daddy taught you as lessons and things that daddy showed you by his actions and that sort of stuff are such a part of you that you'll always be daddy's girl
Oh
because
yeah,
you're going to carry those lessons forward,
absolutely.
and all those lessons and everything that he taught you and those teachings was information. And just stop and think about it. Now he's got all of his questions answered
Yeah,
because he had questions raising you his whole life that he was getting inspiration for and passing along to you. It's those strengths that they pass along to us that become part of us, and when we keep the memory of someone alive in that manner, we keep their spirit alive, because I'm firmly in the camp that the spirit never dies.
yes,
It
absolutely.
just changes form.
Yes, yeah.
So go we
I
all. Your dad
yes,
would be holding the door for me in its time.
yep, yeah, exactly. I mean, exactly. And I'm I'm very glad I have that understanding that I have Yeah, but it's still never. We're still here in this human form, and it's still painful. So it's like
Oh yeah,
your mind can always wrap around your heart always knows the truth of things, but you still have the human experience that makes it
yeah.
sometimes rough
Creator
on
never said he was going to take your humanness from you.
yeah, right.
When you go into human form, you get all these things that come with being a human.
Yeah.
Creator said, "I give you immortal spiritual life."
Yes.
Human form is only part of the
Temporary. Yeah.
metamorphosis that we go through as we gain our new wings.
Yeah. For the experience. For sure. Yeah. So other than that, that's what I've been doing. I didn't get to bed till 4 o'clock this afternoon. I got a little nap in, and
Yeah.
I yeah. So I just woke up a little while ago and ate and tried to eat a little bit. And now just hanging out, seeing that you guys were live. I missed Liberty tonight. I didn't even know. I didn't even think I was gonna fall asleep. I had just laid down from it just to rest my eyes from calls and all that, and I was out. So I don't know what's been going on in YouTube world today and how everybody's been, but I seen you were
You
on
did
and I
what you
thought I'd
had to do.
say hi.
Well, I'm glad you came by.
Really?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we
You got
are.
to take care of yourself. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Well,
thank
you
you.
certainly have our support. You
Yeah.
have our collective
Absolutely.
virtual hugs around you. So
Yes.
The only
Yeah.
reason I asked is because I lost my mother real fast. We didn't even know it's just gone. Just like wow.
Yeah, my mom did that 2 years ago. She
That
out of nowhere, nothing was even wrong, but collapsed in the bathroom and ended up I guess it ended up being a brain aneurysm. And then so I've experienced that, and then also, with my son being taken last year, that was out of nowhere shock. So death and death is not new to me on that end, with
yeah.
people that were dear to me. So yeah.
Love you, girl.
It's harder. I
Bless your
definitely
heart.
agree, Robert. It's harder when it's sudden.
Yeah. It's like wow. Double.
yeah,
Love
A
you.
lot, because you had a lot of time to. I mean, for myself with my father, obviously, I had a lot of time because I already knew it was coming. I had already had known that it was like a matter of time. My dad was a fighter, so every time we would think it was getting to that close point this year, well, it all started after the Jabby, the second one. We With all that started, we yeah, but I had that time to still process what I'm trying to say. I still had time to know that this was a likelihood of where this was going and so forth. But when it's sudden, it's like it's such a shock. It's such a shock. It's so different. They're two
Yeah.
different things for sure.
It's weird.
Well, let me tell you this, okay? Because I feel like it's important that you hear it. We got you. You're our sister. You're
Thank
not
you.
an orphan by any means. You have much family that loves you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too. Really do. Yeah.
I'll be hugging you to pieces.
that is the one four-letter word that I'm not afraid to say or express.
Right.
Love, because that
Yeah.
is the word.
Yeah. That's who I am. That's the essence of who I am. And you know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
you
yeah.
represent that word good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pappy said, no matter what, virtual, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, all the way around the globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still family. We're who we are.
Yes. I agree. So how has everybody else been doing? What have you guys all been up to tonight? What kind of mischief have you all been creating tonight?
Oh my goodness. We
Well,
missed it all.
now that I know where my off energy was coming from today,
The eclipse?
no, that's not happened yet.
Well, it is. It's happening right now, and we're in the full moon.
I just walked out
What
and
city?
looked, and it's not showing here anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
All I'm seeing is the red ring, but the ring's been around it for the last week.
oh. Yeah, I can't. I'm so cloudy and so raining constant that I don't even see the moon. I don't see anything.
Oh,
Here, let me see if I can. You know what?
Well-
I'm gonna see if I can't get a good picture of her. I'll be right back in.
Do
Bella, we got a
start-
visit from
Go ahead.
JB,
Oh yeah.
so I got to joke with him for a while.
Yeah.
Davey, who's
Joe.
Yeah,
What was his name? Chairman Joe.
Chairman Joe, yeah,
Yeah,
from
sure.
Washington D.C. with the handlers.
oh, okay. I mean, I kind of recall. I don't know. I'm kind of brain dead still. But who's me? Or guess who? Who is that?
Guess who?
I don't see them in chat.
Guess who?
Who emailed you a long time ago?
You emailed me a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
yep. Put that thinking cap on.
Yeah. She only got 1,000.
Who he is.
He's kind of a prankster in chat all the time and
You emailed me a long time.
flirty.
Notice he said email. He didn't send you a voicemail, so you don't recognize the voice either.
Yeah, and email. I mean, I get like, oh man, I just got to like doing like almost, I'm gonna say about 150 emails for Hawk, so I'm lost in that. I have so many people that I've talked to. I don't know. I'm at a loss. Okay, let
I'm
me
sending it,
see.
Bonnie.
You met me with Liberty Warrior.
Okay.
I gave you some tips in the very beginning.
On
Now
what?
you got to figure out of 3,000 people that go there.
Yeah. 4,000, 5,000 some night. For Cocoa Puffs.
Well, yeah, with Facebook and
Ain't he just Mr. Mysterious tonight?
Oh, this isn't Camel Joe.
nope.
He's definitely a gem in the rough. That one.
Okay,
You know,
tell me, give me
If you go
a
into
hint.
private chat, you guys would discuss it if you want to.
I'll give you a clue.
Okay, give me a clue.
I have a wrench here.
Okay, hold on. That was easy because you don't rent. Let me tell. I'll get you now. Watch this. I got that much brain cells left for tonight.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I know my brother Robert's already here, and I know who he is. Okay, let's see. And I know you're not Chris. So let's see.
She's clever, man.
I've never
That's my
seen
sister.
Chairman Joe, so I don't know who that is. Oh, and he's not rented anyways. It's Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph. Joseph. What a pleasure to meet you, Joseph.
Right on.
You had to go through the name list, huh?
Yeah, well, of course. My
She's
brain
smart.
is really not working. Joseph, I don't remember
Hold
ever
on, leave it up.
talking to you before.
Look at those
the
rosy,
text-
blushing cheeks on that fella, Bella.
This is my first time ever on.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Not gonna do
work
it.
out.
Bonnie will have to show it if she wants to show
What
it.
a pleasure it is to meet. That's awesome that you came up and joined us or joined them. You know, that's amazing.
Yes.
Sorry to hear about your dad.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, let me see.
That was good. Good job,
Wow,
Bella.
that's beautiful. But it's hard to see because the glare keeps wanting to go right into the middle of the picture. You'll have to
I
send
know.
it
I
to
sent
me.
Bonnie. I sent Bonnie a picture.
Yeah, send one to me. You can
Okay,
always
honey.
send me pictures.
You know, there's a magic to the moon.
Oh yes. And right now it's in Scorpio Sag, so it's like right there. It's the energy is
What did you just say?
Scorpio Sag to the moon. It's right on the. I say on the
Why
cut,
did I
but
think it was in Taurus?
I don't know. It's a Sag.
Oh.
It's a Scorpio Sag. I mean, it
Is it-
depends. I guess.
Oh, yeah,
Depends
that's
on
right. Yeah, she's right.
Is that eclipse happening tonight?
It's
so.
supposed
Yes,
to be
sir.
tonight, what I recall. But I'm
Yeah.
not always right.
About 2 o'clock or so. Eastern
Tonight?
time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
If anybody's still awake at that time.
Yeah, right. It's only 9:50 my time almost.
Bella, you see the shirt?
A quarter of one here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still
Where's the
on a Thursday evening.
Oh, he's
It
east.
clouded right over here, so I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't. We're raining.
But
I was gonna say,
Let's
I will ask.
go.
You.
I will ask
Let's go,
anyone.
Brandon. Love it.
I'll send you a picture, Pappy.
Anyone that's outside observing the moon, answer me the question: does it look like it's in a different place tonight than it was last night?
I've
It
noticed
came
that
up in a
over the
different
last
place
week.
Because
than
I
it
went out
normally does.
tonight, I noticed that it was rising in a different spot than it did yesterday.
Yes.
Noticeably.
Happy, I've noticed that this last year. That
Yeah, it
stuff
was
happening.
further away.
Are we wobbling that much, which is why we're so unsteady?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I
Could
wonder.
be.
I promised I wasn't drinking.
Bella, it was above the cabin here last night instead of coming through my bedroom window.
Really?
That's a big
Yeah,
difference.
there's something going on.
Yeah.
Huge. That's huge.
I can see the moon here nice and clear, and nothing is even close to
Mother's healing.
shadowing it.
Okay. It's clear on the East Coast.
Parts that we're at.
Is that when is Mother having an epileptic seizure?
No, it's called birthing pains.
Birthing pains? Is that what that is? Ooh.
That's from Heather.
Do you see the ring that's been around it for months and months now?
Yes, it's been. It's the last couple of nights. It's been a literal red ring, twice the circumference of the moon outside of the moon. That big, that large of a ring.
Well,
It's not a great shot, but
keep your awareness open, because you want to look for two things. When you have the day sun and the night sun at the same time producing what they call the sun dogs, and the sun dogs are points of light at the cardinal directions, either around the sun in the daytime when you see it, or the moon at nighttime when you see it. That is one of the prophecies of the change, that the change is happening. In other words, that threshold is going. You've just gone over that threshold.
I'm sending you a picture where the light was going in it looked like a compass, a lit up compass in the sky. I took 3 pictures while I was out there. And I sent Bonnie that one, and I sent that one out to the rest of you. But Pappy, I'm sending you the one where it was literally a half a second later, and the light was coming off of it at different angles.
I'm gonna go take a peek.
Yeah, because the voice came to me that when the dog travels from the day to the night, from the sun to the moon, that would be the time. In other words, it's the guard dog letting you know. The sun dog and the moon dogs. It's just like, the avatar that I put up with us in a circle and stuff. If you think of that as compass points, okay, and you think of everyone that's in that circle outside as a focal point for energy to come in, focus towards the center. And if you look at my avatar now, you see all the different people standing around the earth as focus points for what they're doing, sending energy to the earth. That's what Creator is doing to us in a symbolic way as well. It just puts it out there in visual representation or validation, if you will. As above, so below.
Oh,
At least in my humble opinion. But that's only me. That's only me talking. Okay, that's through my understanding of where I am around the campfire. Your understanding might be absolutely different and absolutely right.
Moon here is not past the trees yet, so I can't see it yet.
So did I hear there's no wrong answers here?
Right.
There's no
Oh,
What?
there's Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Liz.
Bird ride.
Hey, Liz.
Parked it in the wrong spot.
Hey, Liz.
You didn't park in the wrong spot. You're just in the right spot.
Yep.
That's right.
You've arrived.
You're the
You're
next
Just
in
in
the
time to
spot where
see the
you
cinnamon thrown on the fire.
You're the next contestant. Come on down. Tell your husband I said
So-
hello from the party this year.
Liz, Jeff said, tell Mike hello.
Oh, and by the way,
Your Mike.
and I do need to say this, Liz and Mike, my brother and my mom, said it was very nice to meet you guys.
Oh, by the way, since we have a new guest here tonight, isn't it one of our? Maybe we should just start a tradition that the new guest gets to lead us in the group song for the night.
You're a stinker. Are you okay?
I'm putting you on the spot. Guess who?
Okay, I'm going to try something. We're going to see if it works.
You better get those smelling salts out.
Well, I mean, you've already got the band's name displayed right there, so I'm expecting one of their songs.
What band's name?
Guess who?
Why does there have to be a tree there?
That name that you got up there on your under your profile picture.
That says defund the
wow.
media.
That says guess. No. I'm talking about the name displayed on the screen over here. Guess who?
Oh,
That
That's
good Canadian band that has some great songs.
Defund the media?
there it is.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Wait, let me see if I can get it.
Awesome, Liz.
Oh, cool. Liz.
No.
Awesome.
You guys look pretty clear.
How do I get it full screen?
Hit solo layout on your little box at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
It's okay.
I
Good.
have my computer like.
To see if you guys knew.
He's learning. Yeah.
Wow. Do you see that bright spot underneath the moon?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's you looking into the future after my radiation treatments next summer.
It's a picture of his butt.
Yeah.
I can see the light.
Hey, that's pretty cool. I'm getting it live.
That's funny.
Look at the rays going out from the moon.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
See, even Liz is the same thing. Isn't it supposed to be red?
Is it
You're in
eclipsing?
Texas, right, Bonnie?
Actually, it was red when it came up,
Now it's like a bright.
but now it's high in the sky.
Yeah, it's straight above me. That's
Too
what I
bad we
said.
don't
You
have
wouldn't
the
believe
great
how I
looking
have my
around
computer
taking
right now.
pictures right now. I wonder if that's what he's doing. Awesome.
There is a very good teaching right there, Bonnie.
Yep.
Right?
Who's the
I took a
beaver
picture of the
moon?
moon high above me, and you were showing us the moon high above you. So no matter what the physical distance is, if you're
Well,
looking at
all
the
looking
moon
at
and
the
I'm
same
looking at the moon, we're in the same place.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. And Pappy, isn't it the beaver moon? This one, right?
I think that's what they call it. Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
beaver moon. When the beavers start moving into their lodges and stuff. But if you take a look at the major light shooting from the moon, at least through the appearance right there, if you'll notice it's primarily on two sides of the moon that goes. So if you look at the top of the moon and we call it north, okay, and the bottom south, it looks like the energy is going out from the north to the east quadrant, in that northeast quadrant, and also the southeast quadrant, diametrically opposed. the northeast quadrant, from the north to the east, going from the spirit world, okay, to reborn in the east, the energy is pouring out. Going from the youth and the humanity back into the looks within place to the west, it's to be digested. In other words, energy's coming in to be utilized. That's the impression I'm getting looking at that thing.
That's great. Look, it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
Wow, it's getting wider.
You're being memorized.
It is, man. Memorized. It's changed. See that? It changed what Peppy was talking about it. Wow.
Reflection. It's what they call looking into the mirror. You know, that is a mirror of Father Son's energy reflecting off Grandmother Moon at night.
Yep. That is awesome.
Telling us there's always lightness within the darkness.
Boy, you said the key word right there.
Yep.
Okay, my hand's going to sleep. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Well, thank you for holding out so long for us.
Yeah. Oh,
You're welcome.
Thank you, Bonnie.
amazing. Thank you, Bonnie.
And a hello to you too, Mr.
called-
Griswold.
That's called isometric exercise, Bonnie.
Yeah.
So that'll be. Oh. So if it's red in between 1 and 4, so that's it'd be after the eclipse, or during and after, probably, right? Or just before. Somebody said 2 a.m.
Between
think-
1 and
Depends
4.
on your time where
It's supposed
you're
to last
at.
3 hours. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're all different timelines.
It's supposed to start about 2 a.m. here, Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, it's not even up here yet. Not over.
Yeah, it's not going to be 100% eclipse. There's going to be a little sliver of light left down at the southwest corner of the moon, they say.
Oh, okay.
Little fingernail down there.
Are you cloudy and raining and all that, Robert? Or are you guys clear down there?
It's patchy.
Yeah, we're totally raining, totally
Oh,
all day, pouring.
I've been off and on all day.
Yeah, we've got the front moving in here too. So
I don't know what's going on. We're supposed to. Yeah, there was 4 days of sunshine. Now they whittled it down to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I look
Happy's
tomorrow,
getting
it'll
what
probably
we
be
just
just
had.
1.
The weirdest stuff's been happening. I gotta say, this year is this fall has definitely been a different. I mean, every year seems to be like it's changing somewhat, but this one just came on fast. But we've had a lot of weird things happening up here for sure.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm very thankful for this year.
we've gathered up
I'm very
speed.
grateful. Sorry, go ahead.
We've gathered up speed. You know, we're going full speed now. You know, I'm just hoping that at some point in time, you know, we get the cautionary things that say to start applying the brakes, or that we have brakes when we come to wherever this is headed.
We're all bouncy balls rolling down a hill.
Oh yeah, huh?
Don't scare Bonnie.
I feel that.
We said we were having fun,
Oh, we were having fun.
and we
Okay.
are.
Yeah,
this is true.
it wasn't scary. It was. Can't believe you're remembering my dreams.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I can
that's
see
right
it in my
there
head.
is- When you said bouncy balls, I was like, okay, all right, where's she going with this? Because it's not a bad thing. It's something you dreamt about. So it was like, it means something.
And we'll have fun till we run over a spike track from the cops.
We were told not to release our inner child.
That's right.
I just wonder if all those balls that you saw in your dream are all headed to that pit down there at the bottom. We all get to jump in them and disappear under them like they do down at Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, sweet dreams, everyone.
Oh,
bless.
Good night, Joseph.
Joseph.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joseph.
It was an honor. Thank you.
Very
You
much.
too.
Always, always fun to be around.
Yeah. Well, y'all know
We
you to be
enjoy
great
you.
now. Yeah, we
Take
let
care,
you in the
Joe.
house. Next time we'll show you where the bathroom is.
Absolutely.
Take care, buddy.
I thought it was under that moon.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a
Nice to
tree
see
right
you.
there.
You're a man. I've learned a long time ago the whole world's our bathroom.
Everybody
We're
have a
lucky.
great night.
You too, bud.
Joseph.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
God bless. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a treat.
Yeah.
I remember him only from Gigi's, so I can't recall ever emailing or getting an email, but I could be wrong, but I can't recall that. But I definitely remember him from Gigi's, correct?
Yes.
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 And he has been on Liberty Warrior, and
Yeah, he's been on.
I think that's the first time he
He
started
goes there.
talking to me.
As far
I
as
know that he goes over there, and I think he always like gives a hug emoji or something like that. He's just always been a delight wherever I've seen him, but I just can recall those two places really. But Gigi's is the one that stands out the most because it's more where it's not so many people. You can kind of get
Yes.
to know each other a little bit more in there and on that platform. But
you
yeah,
can tell a lot about
Yeah.
how comfortable someone is and how much respect someone is given when they actually come up and show you themselves.
And
Yeah.
then JW.
J-Dub.
Hey, W.
J-Dub, hey!
What's happening?
You know, that shows respect when
So
people come
glad.
in and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And this is me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool.
All Gumby on me.
well, Pappy,
I'm
just
getting-
really.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I better
I
not do
just-
that. He'll get pictures of me.
Ah. Pappy, you know
Yeah,
why
no.
I don't come on camera? Do you not know the experience I just went through?
Mm.
Yeah, I'll have to share it one day. But I'm even shocked that I'm on panel. But I just love the interaction, so I do that. But baby steps here, my brother. Baby steps.
Well, that was my point that I
Yeah.
was making. You know, everybody does that in their own time to where they're comfortable to say, "This is who I am."
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm comfortable with who I am. You know, and to be able to be trusting of those that they do this with. You know, so
Right.
that's always an honor for me when someone does that. You know,
Absolutely.
the honor starts when they first come up and start interacting with us. You can have whatever picture you want on the screen.
Yeah.
You know, we're all
Well,
trying
that's
to
really
connect.
me. That is definitely really me. But
We're all connecting energetically, anyways. If I was
yeah,
worried about
exactly.
it,
Right.
man,
We're all
I'd
here.
shave, you know.
Where's everybody located here?
Oh.
East Coast, West Coast.
I'm in Redwoods, up in California, on the Oregon border, on the coast.
Okay. Reason I ask is because I'm just waiting to photograph the blood moon tonight. You know,
Ah,
yeah, it's supposed to on let's see, Eastern time. It's supposed to be like at something like 3:45, something like that's at the peak. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
supposed to start about 2 and last almost 3 hours by the time it's done.
Yeah.
I'm up here in southeastern Massachusetts, and we've got cloud cover overhead, so I can't see the moon.
Oh man.
I'm in Texas, and I just went outside and filmed it up here on the screen.
love you, Joseph. Good night.
Yeah, and we're Ohio, of course.
Okay.
We can see it, but
It was
It's
red
not
when
time
it
yet.
came up
We have an
over
hour.
when it crusted. When it crusted, it was red, and now that it's up in the sky, it's nice and white. There's still a nice big red ring around it, but that's been there for a little while.
I can't see it yet. Where are you at, JW?
oh,
I'm right smack in the center of Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to. I almost moved there. I almost. The Chiggers is what made me. I didn't. It kept me out of Arkansas.
Yeah. You know what? I've met you before, Robert. But I know you don't know where I
Okay,
met
go out,
you at.
Bubba.
You don't remember, do you?
No.
It was a channel called Speaking the Truth or Speaking for the Truth, something like that. Searching for the
Search
Truth.
for the truth
Oh, when
on
Travis
Travis's.
first started, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I remember your name, and your face.
I'm getting kind of old. I can't. My memory. My memory's going.
Yeah.
Mine
How's,
too.
how's Jim doing, JW?
He's those antibiotics is working better on him. He's still got to go to the urologist tomorrow and get lined up for him to permanently fix what's wrong with him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I love when she says take them.
So you're gonna have a late night tonight. Then you're gonna try to get some pictures of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can stay
Go on.
up.
Mhm.
I'm a sleepyhead. I'm not much of a night owl. About 12 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, I'm
Oh,
ready
we
to
lost Bella.
I'm ready to close up my eyes and watch that movie.
That long movie.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that the Guardians of the Galaxy are coming in the dark, or the moon is going to save us all.
Yeah.
I've actually heard tell that's what's happening during the eclipse.
So are y'all normally up this late like this?
Yes.
It's about
Yes.
time. Yeah.
It's only 10:10 here on the West Coast.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it's
10 after 1 here.
Yeah.
I usually shut it down about now, but
Oh, Bella fell off.
we've had
Oh no.
so many coming in that it's like, we'll wait.
Had a full house.
It's been an
tonight.
amazing night.
We've had several visitors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you, Bella, for coming up and joining us. Love you.
Yeah, I love you, Bella.
Thanks, Bella.
Love
Have
you,
a good
Bella.
night.
Call me if you need me, girl.
Yep. Got our numbers. Love you.
Yeah, I should have gave her mine.
I can pass it on to her if you'd like.
Okay. That'll be fine.
You got bad weather down where you are,
Who,
or is
me?
it pretty been? Yeah,
Oh no, it's not bad weather. No,
not better than y'all. Yeah.
no, it's a clear sky.
You're gonna be getting some cold weather here real soon, though.
Yeah,
It'll be cold, but it won't be much else, I don't think.
yeah.
I was going to say something earlier with all the volcanoes that we have been having this last year. I'm just wondering if we're going to get a lot of snow this year.
Maybe I can hear you better. I don't know. Tomorrow's supposed to be cold, but then it's warming up again in the 70s the next day. So
You really don't have to keep rubbing that in.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just messing with you, honey.
I know. I just am not used to y'all's weather. I admire y'all's strength because I couldn't do it.
I'm going to blame it on Dorinda anyway, so.
Yeah, or usually.
I like to be able
those
to.
Canadians did it again. Look at them.
I like to be able to walk outside a lot.
You can walk outside in the snow. There's
No.
no law against it. I mean, maybe in Texas there is, but not up here.
My body says, no.
What do you think you're doing? You weren't equipped for this.
Yeah, the Snowmageddon. I was standing at the screen door and it's glass, so it was cold. And so I made the girls go out. I said, I want pictures. Get out there. They're tougher than I am.
That's how you do it.
It's a mother's love. Go out there and take me some pictures, and don't get frostbite while you're doing it.
Mhm.
That snowmageddon just snuck up on everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I did too.
I just felt bad because none of their architectural structure down there is made for snow.
No.
No. My overhang
None of
on
it.
the porch is
I
gone.
felt so bad looking at people's ceilings falling in and
Oh
just
my gosh.
and that just
Yeah.
made me so sad. I mean, because Raina, she's got quite a bunch of little friends down there in Texas as well,
Yeah, Texas,
And-
Kentucky, Alabama.
and we worry about them. I mean, it's just
Well,
they're
and
part of our inner circle, so they're part of our family.
I'm in a mobile home, and so they build them according to the zone. Well, because
Yeah,
we never get any snow, our roofs aren't very,
Right.
they're not used to the weight. And so I was a little worried about that, but as far as I know, nothing happened with that, but I did lose my porch overhang.
I got to tell you
You'd
what
get a-
happened to me. I was living in this older mobile home one time. It was a single wide, and it was it had the metal roof on it, and there was this
Mhm.
big tree up behind us, and it had come. I don't remember if it was ice or snow, but anyway, you know we could hear we could go outside and hear trees falling off in the distance.
Cracking. Yes,
Yeah,
that's ice.
and we was just sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden we hear something go boom, and a limb fell off the tree, and when it did, it come through and it pierced through the top of the mobile home, and javelin it went sideways, and it was 2 inches from going through a window.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it just javelin right through there, just doom like that. It was like 2 inches from touching the window.
Yep.
To survive that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should change my insurance before winter. Huh.
Just in case.
And,
Yep.
I passed some more information. We're talking about bad weather. I talked to my computer repair guy because I got to get a computer repaired, and we was talking about bad weather and stuff, and he said, everybody has these surge protectors on their computers, and he goes, that's a good thing, but he says if a lightning bolt is really close to your house, that if it's plugged in, that surge protector is not going to defend against that several million voltage of lightning. So he said the best thing to do is just unplug it if you're going to have a storm.
Yes.
Disconnect it from the power.
Yeah.
We
Well,
just
if
went
you remember,
through.
that's what we did when we were kids, right? If a big storm was coming, you went around and unplugged everything.
Yes.
And here's another thing a lot of people don't think of. It's not as easy for a phone, but for computers, if you do think that someone's in your computer because your mouse moves across the screen without you touching anything, just unplug the Ethernet cable. It kills their connection to your computer. Now you can keep powered up.
Yeah,
but
totally.
You just disconnect your internet cable to it.
What if
That way you
you're
can save whatever progress you have going on.
what if you're on Wi-Fi? Then what?
I was going to say mine's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, if
You just
it's
turn off your
you
signal.
Just turn off your signal.
Yep.
The router.
Yeah.
Or just turn off the router. Yeah, until you save things that you need to save and turn your computer off, and then turn your internet back on, and then have your computer guy take a look at it, because you never know.
I've seen that happen
backdoors.
too.
Yep. I used to work for a computer repair guy down in North Carolina, and he got hacked one day. We were sitting there, and all of a sudden his printer started printing, and it said, "Ha, gotcha!" And he immediately unplugged the cable. Yeah, he immediately unplugged the cable and then uh, disconnected the main cable. He got everything in the shop uh, secured on his computers, and then the computers we were working on, he got a second line brought in, and that shop itself ran off of that one, and he got rid of the other line. And then him being who he was, he figured out who it was and traced it, and he got him. He had him arrested, but it was that easy. I mean, he goes, it's so easy. He goes, you can't stop these people. There's when they think they take down one, there's 50,000 others that are learning how to do the same thing that he just did.
Yep.
I'm
Well,
like,
that's
wow.
what the security programs that you buy, they tell you they're working as fast as they can to keep up with the new ways of hacking.
Yeah.
And it's just
He was one of the ones that kind of made what I heard about the virus companies, and he confirmed it with three of them that they actually have they make and destroy. So when they're designing viruses to stop at the same time, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. He says it's an ongoing battle.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, at that time in 2003, that's when all those big companies were getting hacked and millions of dollars and all this and that and secret information off the oil companies, the electric companies. It was crazy.
I tell you what's crazy when it comes to computer is when they was mining Bitcoin, when it was mining that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't for a while. I didn't understand it. Then finally I did, and man, you got to have a super computer to mine Bitcoin, and that was back then, and now it'd just be impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't even
Well,
touch that.
here, lo and behold, when I built my first computer, it was a 64-bit system, and that was before the 64-bit systems come out. And I at this time I did not know it, but I had to have a graphics card because I like to play games. So I was going for the best graphics card at that time, and it was nitrogen cooled. And the next in line was the liquid cooled, and I couldn't afford those, but I could afford the nitrogen cooled processors heat sinks. And lo and behold, that was one of the ones that went over the graphics cards. So I had two processing heat sinks in my computer. And about a year and a half later, I found out that what JW you're talking about, mining Bitcoin. At that time, I was whatever, because it was super brand new. It was like, farce. You got to have
Hmm.
something to back something. You just can't mine something out of a computer and make it that's substantial to making it money. I couldn't understand it myself. I still don't kind of understand it, but whatever they want to say is whatever. As far as I'm concerned, if it's not gold backed or silver backed, then it's not worth a
It's a
dang thing.
man. I tell you, it was
But
going first when it started. It was going for like $50 for a Bitcoin. Now they are
yeah,
they're up to I want to
today was
say
61,000
for one Bitcoin,
for one
or was it
Bitcoin. Today
was
is
it was it or was it 6,100?
no, it's $61,000. I do some crypto, but they're
Really?
all gold backed, and then I
Because
stake them to earn interest.
hmm, because uh this guy I know he's got like 4 or 5 of them, and he told me that they're worth 5,000, but you're saying 61,000.
Yeah, I've got it. I can here.
Wow.
I'll give you the right here in private chat. Here, give me a second.
Mm. Wow, 61,000. If I wish I had a jumped on that bandwagon, 'cause I was
Years
like,
ago, right?
yeah, I was just thinking,
Oh.
nothing.
Right now, it's down to 56,000. 56,298 and 11 cents and 5 cents and 97 cents and now up to 299 down to it jumps quite big. But here, I'll get you the because it does pop up there. Copy, and this is just a live site that I go to. I got a private chat here. There you are. This is where I go. It's live ticker.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And the first thing that pops up right in the middle should be Bitcoin because it's the rave. It's the big rave, of course. So it's always the top and front and center coin on any site you go to.
Yeah.
And if not, just put in Bitcoin in the search and it'll pull it up.
Now, you know about that YouTube channel called AMTV, right?
No,
Oh, really? Yeah, he's a guy. He owns AMTV. He's a channel on YouTube. He's a big channel,
Okay.
and he sells these package deals for people to get started in it, but and try to learn it. But he's been around for a long time. Man, I can't. Where's
yeah.
AMTV, something like that.
Okay.
It's like a
check them
course.
out. Okay. I'll have to take a look at it.
Man,
I don't know much about them. I go with feeling and I mainly let the ones that I pick. I go with staking because they're giving me an interest. Now the interest goes back into the same coin. So if I have 5 coins, each of those coins go back to themselves, and it gives me more coin, and then I can cash those coin in.
you can also use them coins to get loans from the bank too.
Some of them, yes. Some of them you can. Some of them you can't. You have to transfer them to other coins to do those types. It's a lot of trading each coin to get down to what you want. But I'm not that far into it. I'm just been dabbling here and there. Now, stocks itself, yeah, I deal with stocks, silver, gold. I just let sit and ride. It's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
These guys that do it 24 hours, I can't. No, there's just no way. There's no way. Yes, you can make money, but it's not the right way to make money. Because those ups and downs, it's like people like you and me, we go in and we purchase because we're just getting into it. Well, what happens is if, and this is an example, but if you were to say you got 100,000 of us and we're all just getting into it, well, it spikes it up. Well, when it spikes it up, it's the other side that goes and they sell everything. Well, they took your money. So it's one of those things where you're better off letting it ride for a little while and doing it, because you have people that are out there that are like that, because as soon as they sell their stuff, then the stock price goes down again, and then it's lower than what you paid for it. So you're in a negative. So I'm not trying to be mean about it, but I hate those day traders. I really do. I was thought about being one, then I found out what it was, and it's like going and taking somebody's house that's in foreclosure and buying it and telling them they got to move out. It's like feel bad about it. Kind of like stealing money from people, in a sense, because they're doing that, and then the coin falls, and then if it never comes back up, then it defaults, and then you lose. You basically, people have their money in there, lose their money.
Good night, Pappy.
Oh,
Good night, Pappy. Love you.
Yeah, night, Pappy.
Thank you. Love you.
Yeah, I guess.
Good night, everybody. Be blessed.
You too.
Absolutely.
You have a good night.
Love and light, Pappy.
Have a good evening.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna hop down.
Good night,
too.
Pappy. Love you.
Yeah, we're probably gonna be jumping over here too.
So I appreciate y'all letting me come up and visit with y'all, man.
Oh yeah, no
Nice seeing you,
problem.
brother.
Glad you stopped by.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, God bless all of you now, and I'll see y'all on the flip side.
God
All
bless
right,
you.
good luck.
too. Love
Yep.
you.
Hope you get
Blessed
some
night.
pictures.
All right, y'all.
Take
All right.
care.
Night, Pappy. Love you. I'll sing goodnight to him and shit. My mic was off.
Oh,
Oh.
He knows.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
all right. Yep,
We
All
love you.
we're gonna
We will
jump
Love
see
you
you
guys.
tomorrow. Love y'all. Night.
Love ya.
Another awesome night.
Right.
Thank y'all.
Another one.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Fun. Thank you, Bonnie.
This one's a
Okay.
4-hour humdinger.
Oh yeah! Wow. Awesome.
So, all right.
Good night, guys.
We'll talk to you guys
Y'all
tomorrow.
take care. See you tomorrow. Love you.
All right. Bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Bye, anybody that's left. Good night. If y'all see the moon, get a picture. Love y'all. Good night.